Welcome everyone to Ye Old Table as Crit Eating Grin plays Strixhaven, a Curriculum of Chaos, a 5th edition D&D campaign from Wizards of the Coast. Joining me today are the players who will crack the spines of their spellbooks as they enter freshman year of Strixhaven. To the right, we have...
I am Art. I'm playing Lars, an Astral Elf Ranger.
I'm Rob, and I am playing Avery Calmwind, a Owlkin Monk.
I'm Maria. I'm playing Crucible Crew Smith, a Tiefling Artificer who is real excited to finally find some additional badasses to hang out with.
My name is James, and I'm playing the actual badass. Connie Vras, our Loxodon Blade Singer.
And I'm Corey. I am playing Cynthia, the half-elf necromancer wizard.
The only wizard. I'm Ellie, your headmaster for today's game. And I'm really surprised I didn't get any more quips in there other than the badass comments. So I'm scared.
We're saving it for the game.
I see. And then the prompt says, start music. Excuse me, hold on.
Oh,
Okay.
that was a delicious meal. You were right. And too much to
Biggest
eat.
portions ever.
Do you want the rest of mine?
Yes! And
I'm a big
Trump
eater, but...
just kind of scoops it towards him.
After we're done eating, I'm going to test this chair to make sure it's okay. I'll fix it up just in case it isn't.
Evens or odds?
Evens.
That's cocked forward. It's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to mend it.
Just making sure. Having your back. You wouldn't know, though, because I'm hiding it.
Yeah, with that 4.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm so stealthy.
So, what's the plan?
I would say Mina would have brought your food out to you.
Yeah, she would have.
You mentioned something about you had something to do this evening.
The band's playing?
Is that like an all-night deal? I've not heard your band.
I don't know. How cool are you guys?
I mean, we all know that
You
I'm
get real cool about a lot of stuff.
so cool. I'm the coolest.
I'm gonna look at Cynthia and
You
get
can,
a sign of approval from her.
Deception?
Deception?
Yeah.
How cool I am?
Yeah.
Watch your...
I think you're really cool, but
Super lame.
Wow. That's a 19.
oh,
Alright.
if you're passively doing this, he seems pretty cool.
I mean, people do love me.
Yeah.
I think I'm cool for different
You
reasons.
being so actually you being in a relationship with Xanther has really upped the cool factor.
My streak,
You
yeah.
guys would have noticed people walking past go out of their way to say hello and be like
Hate it.
really nice.
And
Hate
I'm
it.
constantly tapping people like out just as
You
they
are
walk
like
by.
literally different handshakes with everyone.
Yes.
I mean, I'll have to get a special dispensation for our Silver Quill scrub here, but
I'm the coolest one here.
okay.
I'm not gonna make him roll for that silver clinical school.
Objectively
Okay.
true.
Get fucked.
He's cool by association. I mean, he's
Withered
like
bloom
now-
for life.
When you're cool enough
That's all
to
I gotta
control
say.
the narrative.
Deception. No, I'm kidding.
Well, how are we gonna find this information about Murgatroyd?
Well, I could go look it up.
Excuse me.
Mina can get information.
Mina?
You'll excuse me a minute. I'll be right back.
You going to Mina?
Yeah.
Okay. She's right inside. She's kind of chilling. She's
Okay,
helping
bye,
out.
Lars.
She helps out here. She mainly works at Fire Jolt Cafe, but she decided to lend them a hand tonight. Pretty busy. A little bit of a minor undercurrent of excitement about a maybe band playing tonight. You walk up to her and she turns and she says, "Oh, hello, Lars.
Hey, Mina. I got a favor to ask.
Anything, yeah.
I need some of your research abilities.
Oh, yeah, of course. What do you need? What do you need to know?"
Anything you can get me on Murgax.
Okay, we said his name right.
He was a student around 100 years ago that got kicked out.
I could go look around for some information. Is there a time you need it by, or?
As soon as you can.
Sure, yeah, of course. I have to finish my shift here, but yeah, I'll check him out.
Cool.
Anything specific you want to know?
Why he got kicked out. So you may have to go to restricted sections.
I can do that.
Awesome.
She is a fellow Silver Quill, by the way, so you know me now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, love it. That's great.
Beautiful.
You know.
When you get back to the table, I'll probably be like,
You need results, you go to the silver.
I've been casting Druidcraft underneath the table, and there's poison ivy crawling over to our little Avery friend.
Again?
Have we decided if poison ivy would affect a feathered person?
Yes. I'm just gonna say yes. Then if it's not poison ivy, I'm just like rotating through all the poisonous plants I know.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, exactly. How about Nightshade?
Oh.
Oleander?
Yeah, how do I want to do that? Because you're probably...
are you trying to do it sneakily?
Yes!
give me
have a
another stealth
15.
check since we've moved.
I have a 15 perception.
I have a 16.
Birds do not get poison ivy.
Yeah.
Most animals can't. I got a 17
I know
stealth.
That's funny.
16 plus 1.
You got a 17 stealth.
Mhm.
Isn't your passive perception 17?
Oh, no, it's 14.
Oh.
My insight 17.
Inside is 17. Okay, yeah, no one's noticing. And I'm gonna say magical poison ivy would affect...
Sure.
That tracks.
Cool.
Sure.
And you've now got poison ivy. You're starting to feel a little itchy under everything, you know?
Do I...
Distracted?
I'm gonna inspect.
Go ahead, roll me investigation.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
I got a 16.
Oh, 16 still actually doesn't get it because the DC is 17. You cannot figure it out.
Do I see a rash or anything?
Yeah, you would see, like,
Do I know what this is?
nature? Wait.
Poison ivy's a pretty common plant.
Yeah. But there is also the thing, like, some people just aren't affected by it. Like,
Oh, that's true.
I'm not affected by
I'm not
poison
affected by it
ivy.
either. Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
allergic
just...
in order
it-
to have a reaction.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
As I'm walking back, I did a perception check, a dirty 20.
You see it.
I'll be like, why is poison ivy coming up your legs there, Avery?
Well, I certainly have no idea.
I'm in the bathroom.
Yeah, Avery booked it. He is inside. Yeah, I don't know where the bathroom
I
is.
am going to, as I assume I
No,
am
Connie move.
essentially poisoned,
Oh, that's Avery.
I'm going to use my hands of healing and heal myself and remove the poison.
Okay. I was about to say, we were about to get real fun with that, because if you were trying to concentrate on anything, I was going to make you roll concentration checks. How long are you going to hide in the bathroom?
A couple minutes. Let them make the game plan. What we're doing next.
So, do you think if you get a press pass with our powers combined, we can just walk right in? This is before you come back or have said anything about whatever you've done. Lars.
Okay.
Al?
I have poison ivy. I'm just finishing mending my poison.
We're never gonna get there.
Love it.
How did I get the swamp? It must have
You're the one who's
Had
been
to
to
be
the
the
place
swamp.
before, is that right?
Avery, make me a perception check.
That is not so hot. That is a 9.
Let's see. Hold on. No. Okay.
Okay.
I love it when you miss something.
So, we're gonna go to the show and then sneak in after the show?
I thought the plan was you guys were just gonna go watch him play so that afterwards he could join you and
Yeah.
go sneak in, since you guys would be on Witherbloom. But the thing is you need the press pass from technically you're a boss, Avery.
Yep.
You would all be aware of who Grayson is, but whether you've interacted with him or not.
Can you get the press
What's the
pass?
press pass for?
He is at the end of the archives is our thought.
Yeah.
He gets a little more access.
He might have a key. He could have something.
And Cynthia's already been there. I'll say I'll come back to the table at this point.
Yeah. Has wandered in at one point.
Cynthia, how'd you get in before?
The door was open.
Yeah, the door, essentially someone had gone in, they hadn't fully latched the door.
I mean, do we need a press pass? Can we just go in?
Sure, I mean, if the
I'd like
door's
to
open.
think that I could probably stroll right in as the Midnight Mender.
Will the door be open?
Yes.
We shouldn't break it. I mean, I guess it would be okay because we could just like employ the Midnight Mender wherever they might be.
I hear
fix
they
the
do
door.
good work.
Me too. I mean, I feel like I've seen some of it and it's top tier. Beyond, if I have to be honest.
Okay, so overall plan is go to the show, then break in afterwards? Or are we breaking in beforehand and then going to the show?
How much trouble would you be in if you were unable to make the show on time?
Big.
As you say that, you will watch as Rory, as you
Yeah.
so delicately call her, walks out, and she will be talking to Grayson.
Oh,
They're on their way out. It appears as if they're just talking.
I will excuse myself. I have a... Go on.
What's up, Rory? I'll say from the table as you start to stand up.
Catch both of their attentions. She will...
Wait, this is...
This is Aurora.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah!
Is that your girl crush?
Yes. Absolutely.
That's the only reason we're hanging out.
You just went in with the band. Oh my
Get a
god.
band-aid.
Are you specifically kind of trying to get her over there, or just like, okay,
Yeah, if I
she'll-
call her over, I don't even stand up. I probably just like call her over and
Meet the tiefling,
Oh, we know each other.
the silver quill scrub, and Lars. Oh, and this Cynthia.
She'll come over. She'll kind of meet like Laura. She'll say hello to you, crew.
So,
And she'll also come over to you. She'll kind of stand at that corner to stand
and she
out of
is
the way.
fine.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do things about stuff.
Roll smoke show.
Hold
Sexual
on. I can do it this time.
There she is.
ooh.
Sultry.
She's sultry. She's sultry. She's fine.
She's on the screen.
Edge.
Yeah.
Would an artificer pick out magic items more easily than another person?
Potentially, yeah. I'd say yes.
I think that you would have noticed when Cynthia was literally just like, I walked in the open door. You might have clocked that she's got an amulet of non-detection,
Okay.
so she is easier to not spot through like scrying words and things like that.
Okay. I would, let me think about this. If I noticed that, I'd probably just be like, I bet you did. Because I'm like, I see you, but I'm not gonna, like, put you on blast yet.
And then we can close out.
Yeah, he'd stand there. She's
Mouse is over there. So she's got
Oh, it's already here.
It was weird.
No, it just shows up there because I haven't done the thing
Got it.
because Eric told me not to do it.
Hey, Rory, have you ever heard of somebody called Murgatroyd?
No.
Murgaxer, sorry.
No.
even with what she is and how long she may or may not have been around.
She's the first year with you guys.
Oh, that's right. So she could have decided to join. Like, yeah, okay, fine.
I will look at Grayson, who I assume came over as well, right?
Yeah, he's standing at your end of the table.
I could I borrow you for a moment?
Sure.
And I will,
Are you just walking off?
Yeah, just take a step away from the table.
Yeah, and as
we
you
try not to intrude on
From
people's
over here?
conversations.
yeah, as you guys are walking off, you'll hear say, "Yeah, this is the other half of Riot," and that's the name of the band.
I will, we need to get into the Witherbloom archives to do a little research. Just got a little human interest piece. Student interest piece.
Students are not humans.
You can see there's like a glint in his eyes. He really likes to know secrets.
Sure. I just want to be now. I got some things I want to look into. I'll bring it to you when I know more. When I can.
Are you lying about bringing it to him, or will you actually bring it to him?
No, I'll bring it to him.
Okay.
I'm being sincere.
Okay. Just because.
I'm a relatively
Yeah.
amicable person.
Yeah.
Relative.
Well, I suppose I could get you a key.
I would appreciate that.
It'll take me a little bit, but
As long as a little bit. It's kind of time sensitive.
about an hour.
That's quick enough.
Maybe they can meet you at the show.
Yeah. But will you be at their show tonight?
Always.
Perhaps I can just get it from you then.
Aurora's a dear friend of mine, so he's what I'll say is Grayson looks like a pompous asshole, so it's very weird that he would say that.
Okay.
I don't know if you're trying to listen in.
Well,
You're
no,
pretty
I'm
close
probably not.
technically.
Yeah, we're only maybe like 10 feet away. We just
Yeah,
stepped
you
up.
guys- I had you guys just
I'm
step
probably
up
not
to
trying to
the-
listen, and I'm probably just
Okay.
talking about the show tonight and
Yeah.
and
Are you making goo eyes at Aurora?
To whatever extent she's capable of doing so.
Dead stare.
It's just like a glance real quick, like, you didn't see me making googly eyes at you? I would like
She's
to,
not, she isn't buried in her book, I'll say that much.
Ooh.
and I'm probably trying to wingman that situation.
Ooh.
yes,
So, like,
I was gonna do the same thing.
so like any time that I could get the two of them talking together about something, or like I don't know, Cynthia loves digging in the dirt. You like that too, Rory? Just like the worst wingman, but like attempting it.
What have I ever dug in the dirt before?
It's hard from the right.
Half an
Literally
hour
an
ago.
hour ago.
Right before dinner. Look at your fingernails.
Aurora will, she'll go, I love the dirt.
This is such an awkward conversation. Literally just finding small components.
Aurora, I don't know if you know this about Cynthia, but she's quite the talent and is almost as badass as me, and I know you know how badass I am.
Yes. yeah.
Literally saved us. You should have seen the just unimaginable and unquestionable theatrics she put together in order to relinquish a huge foe. Just
Her magic
monstrous.
missile is incredible.
That,
Hold on.
yes, yes.
Hold on, that set me up so well. I'm gonna take that bait. I'm gonna take it, actually.
Just
Yeah, I killed a troll.
Oh my god. She'll get a little, you'll say her magic missile is incredible, and she'll get a little shy,
Okay.
kind of, and just be like, well, I'd like to see it one day.
I bet we could.
What a clap Cynthia on the back.
You want me to shoot you with a magic missile?
Yeah, we don't kink shame.
No. Yeah, well, we're all gonna be at your show later, so first of all, it's gonna be my first time, so I'm pretty excited. I'm breaking the date, you know. Xanther.
Yes.
Cute little date night. It's gonna be so romantic. But definitely Cynthia will be there, and I've heard she's got quite the get-up to wear as well. Something really revealing.
You guys are the worst.
I think that moment,
guys are
the
the
ears are
worst.
like flapping and they just kind of like pause. It's just like
Of her sparkling night diamond personality.
You guys are the worst wingmen in history. I've been trying to play her as obtuse. And you guys are making it so difficult. Because that's the dumbest thing. It's She's gonna wear something revealing.
She is just pure, just like April one day, just staring. Probably be wearing guns.
I'm gonna sidestep this. Lars, how you know Mina? I'm just like.
Oh, you're gonna sob.
Something revealing.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are a
Revealing
bunch
how
of
lovely her
idiots.
personality.
We
Aurora,
always are.
Cynthia does go on these scavenger hunts for ingredients for the professors. Maybe you just want to take a walk or something.
That's the best one I've heard.
Look at that Riz coming in hot!
Oh,
Yes!
well, if Cynthia's okay with it, I'd love to take a walk with her.
Of course. That'd be great.
She's literally jumping up and down on the inside, screaming for joy.
Her foot under the table is doing this.
I want an insight check,
Her hair
Cynthia.
is levitating.
Just full like static.
Half casting a spell.
God, I'd give you another inspiration, but you already have one. What's the opposite
Create
of
or
an
destroy
inspiration?
You want it?
Create or destroy water?
Yeah. I hear Eldritch Balm is great.
Would work as a lube, yeah. It has a lot of uses, guys.
Lot of
I'm calling
uses.
it what it is.
Lars, how you Mina get connected?
Through the cafe. You know those drinks I always keep getting?
Hmm?
She's the one usually serving them to me.
Anyway, show's at the Root Cellar tonight, if you guys know where that is.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Oh yeah, we literally were there like
Oh,
a couple nights ago. I was more talking to the scrubs across the table.
Any one of you can give me a history check to see if you can recall where it is.
the retailer?
Yeah.
I know where it is.
Not you
I mean,
two.
where they're-
I don't break the rules, so I have no idea where the root cellar is.
Maybe I've heard of it.
17.
Yeah.
I'm a do-gooder, school do-gooder.
15.
Yeah, both of you could probably get there.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
And you would figure other students are also going to be getting there. Like, it's not... Everyone's not screaming about it, but they're all talking.
It's like not school sanctioned, but they
Yeah.
like just let it happen.
Yeah, they're like, so long as no one dies again, like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
It's the worst kept secret.
There was 3 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we're on double secret probation.
Yeah.
Xanther, have you been to the root cellar
Xanther's there
before?
now. Xanther's there now, hold on.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, I'll get him.
I figured he'd be around, buzzing at some point around the food area.
I was gonna have him interstage left, yeah.
If this sort of scene is wrapping up, I think Rory and I would probably go, like warm up. Like we would go
Yeah.
like practice. Like we would probably head out there and do our sound checks. So we probably would at some point have left this little scene.
Cynthia, you got a date.
As you walk away, Cynthia's like, do a good job playing music.
It's a big thumbs up as he walks away.
That was the nicest
Aurora
thing I've
gives
ever
this
heard
like
you
little
say.
wave
Try.
behind her. She's looking at Cynthia, but she'll wave to everyone else too. She'll just like after that, like, oh bye, bye.
Sure.
Have you asked everything you need to of Grayson?
Yeah.
Cool. He will. You'll watch him go in, and he'll actually walk inside.
We'll do our secret handshake.
You and Grayson.
Goes on for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's the longest handshake actually.
He's the one that wrote the piece on me, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And then Avery has you.
So we had to like be an informant and stuff.
Yeah.
Snitch.
All right. And then
Journalist. Truth teller.
Scrivener.
Tabloid chunky.
Nosy motherfucker.
You got the scanner out?
all right, this is where we're gonna flip over to like that
Hangs out at
one,
donut stores.
the like not real map, and we're all gonna have to use our imagination from here on out.
That's fine.
Really sorry. If you want to center it, you can. That way it just shows the actual Witherbloom campus. Sorry, he doesn't actually have punk rock on this, so...
That's fine. I will
Punk
describe
rock.
what it looks like if
Yeah.
you really want me to.
Yeah.
Because the punk rockers say it's punk rock.
Are we
okay.
doing like a fast forward?
Yeah, we're gonna do a time jump. Grayson would have the key card back to you.
Sure.
It...
Key card?
Yeah.
No real keys.
What's up?
They're like key cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just wave it over the door. Everyone has would. The way I think is really cool is you have your school badge, and that gets you into your room.
Oh,
so,
that's
like,
cool.
yes, could someone pick the lock, but it's an arcane lock. So, like, you have to risk, like, and obviously you go to a wizarding school, so wizards could set up whatever they wanted on top of an arcane lock.
Right.
So it's like, don't go into my room, but my badge gets me into my room.
Got it.
And, like, my badge gets me into my campus in some of the restricted areas.
Got
So
it.
essentially you have, like, that level of authority.
Sure.
So, like, this would be essentially a MasterCard.
Love this.
And he'd be like, you take your time on returning that to me.
Oh,
Oh.
sure. Thanks. Appreciate you. I'll be sure to keep you in the loop.
Thank you. That's all I ask. So yeah, you guys, you would make your way there first.
Yeah.
With Aurora.
Yeah.
You tell me on this map where the
Yeah,
cellar is.
I actually think it's probably. I think it's probably because it's off the beaten path, so it's probably back in the bayou, but not too far. Not like troll level bayou, but like just outside of kind of where the main campus is. I kind of imagine there's like a. You're gonna have to look for it, but there is a wooden dock just under the surface that leads out to like a swamp cypress with these massive roots that is lit on the interior. They're like different globes and lanterns and kind of a low light dirt. What are they called? Dive bar garage space, but in the tree. And then I would probably in like a bucket in like Sylvan above, like in one of the roots, you see like root cellar kind of like carved into the root.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say between like Sedgemoor and the detention bog.
Perfect.
Like, what you're describing is like a lot of the, like, Wiltwood Hall is the furthest thing next to the detention bog.
Yeah.
But like, it would be kind of in that, like, I don't know.
It's
if it'd
like
be
away from the main campus, but not so
Yeah.
far it's dangerous.
So like I'm saying, like right here.
Yeah.
If that's
Perfect.
like
So
somewhere
good with
in
that.
there. You're blocked by a lot of trees.
Yeah.
But you're not so close to Sedgemoor that random monsters are going to come.
Right.
And you're not so close to the detention bog that is Professor who's running at might here.
Right.
So yeah, that's where I'm going to call it at. Yeah. So how do you guys warm up? Like, what's the warm up look like?
We'd probably run through. Our first song. Like we'd probably run through whatever our opening number is, and then we'll run through any stuff that we've been working on that's new or different. We probably. She gives me tips about what she's looking to do.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, I can keep that beat to do what you're looking for here, and it's. I actually think they've got a pretty good rapport as far as like understanding who each other are.
Yeah, it's like you throw an idea and she'll take that and she'll build with it and be like, but what if
Exactly.
we take that and then we do this and it's.
Yeah, if it weren't punk, it'd be jazz. Like it's one of those things where they're kind
She's
of.
also she'll also say I brought in some Prismari students to do some light show for us. Come on, we always need light. We always need light. Please.
Fine.
We're destined for greatness.
Alright.
And we need the light show. And they're good at light shows.
Alright.
Thank you. I assume she's always gotten her way, so...
Yeah, always.
Yeah. No one...
She has an idea, we do it. Like, there's no...
She's like, this will be perfect, and no, you can't say no.
Yep.
You can be mad about it.
Yeah, exactly. You can stamp your feet.
Use that energy in the...
Yeah, she'll be
Yeah,
like,
the
use
drumming
that.
gets way more aggressive.
He sees a Prismari student, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, Alright, so that's how you guys kind of prepare, get ready. You'll spend most of the rest of your afternoon doing that.
Yeah. And then I'd probably help bring in the, like, contraband. So I bring in, like, the alcohol, I'll bring in, like, whatever drugs are coming into the space, like...
Yeah, you would know that,
just because of my size. Like, they need somebody big to, like, carry the kegs into the
Professor
space.
Lang is typically the one who will hook a lot of people up.
Awesome. That's who we talked to before?
Professor Trelawney.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, so... the rest of you, some of you, this is probably the first show you've ever been to like this. You already know what to do, so get out of here. Are you actually going to coach them on what to wear?
All she ever wears is this.
Yeah. Alright,
You're wearing something revealing this evening, we were told.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Rolls up her sleeves.
Wow.
It does her
More.
corset a little more.
So what do you guys wear? Are you like gonna full commit, or are you gonna wear what you typically wear?
Oh, I'm still dressed in my simple robes.
I have
Proper
one outfit and plate, so I'm gonna wear plate because I feel like that's badass.
Maybe gotta go, yeah.
Xanther will get dressed up. He'll do like black leather pants, a shirt that shirt that he's ripped the sleeves off of. He yeah, you want to cast mending for some reason.
No.
Yeah, super deep V. He puts on some jewelry. He adds some eyeliner. He's going the full 9 yards.
If you want to, I don't know how to do makeup, but if you want to hook me up, I'll let you.
Yeah, he'll do your makeup.
Okay,
He'll
so
do anyone's makeup.
whatever he loves is what I would have on my face.
Between then and the show, Mina would come and find you. I don't know if you're just getting ready in your room or regretting some life decisions. But she would come to your room, and she's also dressed for the show. Much in the same as everyone else would be. She's got on this, like, gothic dress.
I would say there's probably like elements of like vegetation to like this, just to like fit into kind of the Witherbloom aesthetic.
Yeah,
there's,
she's got like
black moss
I was gonna say
and,
she's
like,
got like vines kind of like painted and like done on her head. And she will bring some information to you. She'll let you know that Mergaxer was a student 200 years ago. The reason he was expelled is essentially redacted. No one really wants to talk about it. No one really wants to say his name. But he was attempting to use the life force of others into strengthening his own. But she'll also give you the information about bullywugs, that their lifespan is 75 years, and at this point, he's probably dead.
Should have been. As far as we know, he's dead, but
yeah,
if that was the kind of information that he was trying to learn on, he may have learned how to extend his life.
The only way I know is becoming a vampire, so...
Mm-hmm.
And they already have that in Witherbloom, so...
As long as he wasn't trying to be a lich.
Or liches. Are you dressing up for the show?
You know what, Mina? I've never been to one of these type of shows. How about if we go shopping?
I have the perfect outfit in mind. She is, yeah, you guys can go shopping. She'll take you to, just looks like, not like a hand-me-down store, but like, kind of like people have been like
thrift store,
thrift store
Consignment.
on consignment store on campus. You've walked past it probably 100 times at this point and just been like, no. The clothes are a little more expensive than I'd say thrift store, so consignment is like, it's like a snobbier place because it's just college kids.
That's
So.
probably why I wouldn't have went in.
Yeah. And she will, she'll pick you out an outfit. It'll be, just leather pants, but they're lace up, so all down one side.
Nice.
So there are like rivets in them. Yeah, I'm going full send.
Yeah.
She'll give you this mesh shirt to wear. Spiked bracelets.
Love it.
Honestly.
Lars, you look great.
Yeah, honestly, hold on, let me think of more like emo.
Joker.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fumble.
Choker.
I got it.
Yeah, definitely a choker. Chains just everywhere. You're really starting to resemble Connie. And she'll hold up kind of like this little tiny makeup bag and be like, "Can I do your makeup? It won't hurt. It won't
I
hurt.
don't think I'll need to. I've already got the dark eyes.
We can make them sharp."
Fine.
She'll do some cat eyeliner, so it makes them look incredibly sharp. She'll add like 2 points here, pretty much, and she'll do wings right there, and it just gives that cat-like thing. It's phenomenal. I'm not making any of these bitches roll because they're good at this. This is Silver Quill. They're good at this.
This is what they do.
Yeah, all day long, actually.
Large not looking fine.
Yeah, so she gets you fit in with everyone else who's going here. And I assume you two would make your way together?
Yeah.
Nice. You're already on Witherbloom's campus, so you would just kind of just manifest there, I assume. I just want to think that you actually don't walk. You float
around.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, we're doing it just because, like...
Can you float and skulk at the same time?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm getting,
Have
like,
you
a little
seen
bit
any
of...
scary girl film?
Yeah. I'm enjoying it so much. Yeah, you just float everywhere. You don't touch the ground.
Merkel.
She flows while reading her book and somehow
In
does
combat
not crash
boots.
into people.
Yeah, it just it drives itself. So you're not getting dressed up.
Nope.
Okay.
I stick out like a sore thumb.
Narc.
You let Xanther do your makeup, but do you get dressed up with it?
No, I have my school outfit and my plate. I'm wearing my plate because it seems more badass.
Yeah. Okay.
That's metal.
All right.
Literally.
Do you
Literally.
change your outfit at all? Are you?
He does.
All right. When they all walk in, what do they see? Like.
Well, I'm off stage. We
Okay.
gotta get called on to stage.
Yeah.
So we're back in the green room.
Yeah. Ooh.
So then it's literally a green room. It's like a greenhouse.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's like
Yeah.
inside
Lots
the,
of plants.
lots of plants. But his he is gonna go. He goes shirtless.
Yeah.
So he does not wear a shirt. And he is just those same tattoos that you saw on his arms. He's just covered in them. Same pants, same chains. He'll actually take the flail and wear it across his chest, with like the pendant kind of, or the flail head kind of sitting right on his chest. Jewelry's still there. Makeup's a little bit darker, and he'll actually blacken the tips of his tusks. He'll kind of like dip them in ink. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Beanie still on, like still just. Bad
Beanie in the
boy.
summer. Beanie
Bad
in the
boy.
summer.
Beanie
Hoping
always.
for like a Guar thing.
Yes.
Cynthia just has less like robes and like adventuring gear on and more, basically just like less layers,
Okay.
but still the same.
Is she like? Is it like gossamer? Is it like kind of see-through, kind of not, or is it like
more revealing or
heavy
less
cloth?
revealing?
I think the base layers are like black leather.
Cool.
More
Love that.
revealing.
Nice.
Yeah.
We were promised more revealing by the worst wingmen in history. We will have them.
Her entire skin is pale,
Okay.
like matching her face. Like she is extremely pale.
Oh god, I just thought of the best pickup line. Damn it.
You
God damn it.
guys are actually surprised she's not a vampire.
I was actually
I'm
thinking
not
that over
convinced
here.
you
I was like,
aren't.
man, so many students probably mistake Cynthia for a vampire.
Yeah.
And they're just like, man, you're not?
Yeah.
You're in the sunlight?
Yeah. What?
This is just,
Alright,
you're,
wait.
you're just how you
Stood
look.
in running water?
All day.
You just stopped in running water? That's illegal. Alright, yeah, so evening kind of comes and goes. It's getting further into night, whereas like it's actually getting a lot darker in
Yeah.
Witherbloom.
Yeah.
There are so many students here. The area feels a little cramped, but that's because you're under roots.
Mhm.
So like it's not like it's covered, but it is. So like there's a lot of people hanging out, sitting down, talking, drinking is definitely going on.
And it oddly doesn't smell like the bog on the inside
Yeah.
of the root cellar. It smells like tobacco. Like
Yeah.
people have just like smoking cigarettes.
Like a
nonstop.
speakeasy almost type
Yeah.
of scent. Like you can smell some alcohol, but there's a lot of other smoke happening. So You
It smells like regret in here.
That smells like
Yeah.
So I would assume, when do people arrive? Are you arriving first? Like, are you?
Cynthia shows up at the end of the show.
Everyone else arrives, and then Cynthia appears by them.
Sorry, guys.
Done. So Xanther and crew, where are you at in the place?
Fashionably late.
Okay.
We have seats saved, probably.
Yeah.
Or, like, set aside for us. And we would definitely make probably a grand entrance. Just like, open the doors really big. There's no doors. It's a hole in trunk, but
There's a curtain. We'll say there's a curtain.
Xanther's leading me, of course, because I've never.
Definitely.
And as we walk in, I'll probably be like, "Have you been here, babe? Babe?
Babe. Okay, so you're fashionably late. Avery, are you?
I'm early.
Early. Okay, you get there when they're still kind of setting up. You
Yeah. You just watch Connie walk by
What the fuck are you
Do you
doing
have
here?
like a?
I am writing. Yes, I am here to get commentary from people. I'm going to interview the band.
Okay, that's an exclusive if the school writes about
Yeah,
it.
I've probably whoever works here, whoever the servers are.
Yeah.
I've given them the heads up for this guy. Only serve him water. Don't give him anything. He we don't know what his deal is.
They all fangirl a little bit around you. They're like, oh my god. Yes.
Alright, I guess, we
He's
can
so
talk about
tall.
Yeah, I will pop up to the stage while you're getting ready, and I say, "Well, I'm here for the exclusive interview."
Just look over at Aurora and be like,
Are we doing this?
No, you're not. She is.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how amazing this would be? We get in the paper.
I'll kind of stomp off to get more kegs.
Angrily.
Yeah. Just underneath his breath, he's just.
Yes, go to your happy place. It will be fine. Yeah, she'll pull you into the green room.
Sure.
She'll kind of lay out very dramatically.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's it's one of the roots kind of looks like a settee, and there's cushions on them. And,
Yeah.
This is magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes.
She'll have a wine glass.
Is
Yeah.
it the Moulin Rouge?
Yes.
This is the beach episode. Yeah, she'll get a glass of. She has a cup filled.
Sure. I will sit down with I will pluck a feather and kind of bite down.
You're all doing okay in here?
We're fine.
I eye roll as I finish sharpening a quill
She
in my
gives
beak.
a friendly eye roll, he's amazing, but jeez. Only the best of the best in her band.
It must be it's hard to work with difficult artists sometimes.
Oh, he's perfect, really. Everything I want, I get.
Sure. I write this down.
Yeah.
So what are your big plans? For the rest of the year after hopefully these shows keep taking off. Seems like you got quite the crowd.
Oh, the shows will take off. I know my destiny.
Oh, sure.
Destiny.
Yeah. Connie and I will be world famous.
Oh, okay.
Plain famous one day. Everyone will die to have us at their shows.
Okay, that's weird.
She's unblinkingly staring at you. She's just like,
I gotta go.
That's not weird at all. That's totally normal.
Ungrateful did.
How long have you guys been a band?
Probably since I was gonna say since preschool, but I didn't mean
Yeah.
preschool. I meant pre-orientation.
we met each other prior to orientation and immediately hit it off.
Oh yeah. So how do you know your destiny again? How did you come across that information?
This is so weird. Well, my lineage. See, I was born a Dhampir, and that's how I know. It's a cosmic sign that I'm destined for the best. That's quite literally her backstory.
That's literally
It's almost word for word. I just didn't want to plagiarize.
Sure.
I rephrased it.
Well, I mean, it's, you know, it's written in the stars for you.
It is. It is.
Certainly. Well, I won't take up too much. Do you have any comments or anything you'd like to add?
I really hope everyone enjoys the show. We've outdone ourselves this time.
Is any well, you know what? I'll let you get back to it. I think this is enough.
A surprise is good for you.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want to accidentally spoil anything for the future.
Exactly. Thank you.
I will scuttle off. She's weird.
The idea is she's a freaking predator, so
Yeah.
definitely doesn't take any bullshit.
Well, I will for the rest of the time. I guess people start showing up. I'm just kind of getting a few notes of student feedback, things like what.
A lot of people really like her. She is, when she's at shows, she's kind of almost a different person. Like, talking to her in class or something, she's a little shyer. She's not so ostentatious about everything, but the minute you get her talking about her music especially, or music in general, she comes out of her shell and she starts talking about her destiny, and she knows she's destined for really great things.
Okay.
She'll also talk about Connie and how it was fate that they met and fate that they were here, and she knows that's planned out and she's going to become famous.
Sure, okay, alright, great.
But no one doesn't, everyone, the people who are a little I just come here to kind of chill, who aren't diehard fans, even they don't really have bad things to say. Everyone will give the sentiment that she can be intense.
Just like camping.
Yeah. Yeah. She can be a little intense. Some people have commented that sometimes it feels like she's staring at them like she wants to eat them. And some people are into that.
Sometimes you pay extra for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right. I will and then from there, after I get enough to kind of add some stuff to the story, a little depth to it.
Yeah.
I will kind of fly
You need
a
add depth to it. There's a lot of depth here, buddy.
Yeah, she just talked about being born a Dhampir, that is a cosmic sign.
Oh yeah,
you could have written a book.
We're
on
going
it.
to embellish this.
Yeah.
I like to speculate wildly.
Dhampir or a mystical being.
Yeah, exactly.
I will kind of fly up and hang out in one of the in the rafters, roots, whatever may be up there.
Yeah, you would watch all of your friends pretty much.
Yeah, just kind of getting an overhead view of the environment.
Yeah, and to that point, knowing there are elk in here, it's probably been shaped where there are perches kind of at the
100%.
tops of the roofs.
Comfortable things as well. Mina and...
If you're in the rafters, you probably see Cynthia standing somewhere weird waiting for them.
Mina and Lars, are you the type to arrive kind of early, right on time?
No, we're gonna come in
fashionably
at the
late?
end.
At the end of the show?
No.
Okay.
What kind of lights are in there?
It's very dim lighting.
Is it flame light or?
Yeah, or magical lighting, you would assume. There's a few orbs that give off some light.
Yeah.
But you can... everyone can see some students who are there, but working. So you see some students creating a fog-like effect, kind of getting the vibes correct.
We should get the fog machine rolling for right here.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, we
What
should.
the fog machine?
Imagine there's a nice green hue to them.
Yeah. Yeah, that the lights do give off. It's a really green hue. It's darker. It's not scary, but it is Witherbloom. You would walk into this place and be like, Witherbloom.
Vibe.
Okay. Mina and I are gonna walk in hand,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna do this. Doors are gonna fly open.
Curtain.
Yeah.
Lights
Beaded
are
curtain.
gonna start flickering around as we're walking in.
Ooh, coming in with an entrance.
It gets a lot of attention. Avery, you would notice it.
'Cause nobody's ever seen me dressed like this.
Yeah. Yeah, you, it takes you a minute to recognize Lars, but you do recognize him. Somehow.
Well, aren't we looking sharp tonight?
Never gonna give you up.
Shit. Yeah, a lot of people are staring and they're all like, wow, I didn't know you dressed like that. Mina's kind of like, I did this. I shopped for him.
And they came in hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hand in
Time
hand.
to write this like a red
seat.
carpet story.
I don't know where the rest of them are sitting.
You see, I'd say you could spot Avery up in the
Who what best?
the ceiling?
The balcony.
The balcony.
We'll call it the balcony.
Yeah. If you looked really, really hard, do you want to not be seen? You would see Cynthia further back in the darkness.
Like, face to the wall, just like playing with something on
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah. But there were plenty of seats open. There's, I assume, makeshift tables and like seating and stuff for everyone.
Yeah.
There's a big,
It's quite
huge
like-
open space in the middle, though.
There is a massive kind of open
Pit.
space like close. Yeah, someone might call it a pit.
One could call it a
Yeah,
pit.
that's where
Kind
they
of closer to the
Dance
elevated.
around and
hmm Dancing is that's what they do.
Yep. They're not gonna beat the shit out of
They're
each
not
other.
gonna beat the shit out of each other.
I'll do it with respect.
Yeah.
Respectfully, black eye.
Yeah. Respectfully.
Just
broken
casual
arm.
elbows.
Yeah, so there would be plenty of places to sit. You could even get a higher view. It's easy to climb up on most of these routes.
okay.
You can join us in the roost.
The roost.
Ooh,
The
I like
roost
that.
of the roots.
The roost of the. Oh, that's good.
Thank you. I work here. Sometimes. And so I'd say you guys would go in, and then I'd say it would be time for Xanther and Crew to come in.
I feel like,
How do you guys make your entrance?
well, he's definitely leading me.
Yeah.
Because I'm new at all this, so I'm trying to look cool, but also in complete wonder that, like, there's a tree full of a venue, and that there's music happening, and that so many people would be here.
Yeah.
And I'm walking into my plate thinking, like, you know, this is cool. This is dressing up, right? And then my dude's all decked out exactly to theme, like, and it's no shame, obviously, to bring a
No.
doubling-
So you look like a bodyguard, is what
Yeah,
you're telling me.
you look like his bodyguard.
Cloak. And Xanther probably walks in and, like, every head is already turning because they're, like, waiting for his entrance.
He gives his award-winning smile. People swoon, and even the other people who aren't swooning in like a weird way are swooning in like, oh my god, he's so perfect.
And then
He's just such a nice guy.
I assume that there's plenty of, like, as we're walking by, people that are like, that's the Midnight Mender. Like,
Yeah. I hear he knows the Midnight Mender. I hear he has an in with them. No, it's crazy, I swear.
And so we
I
would
read on the
probably...
internet.
I read on the Sending Stone.
The
The worldwide scry.
This one place. And we would probably, like, make our way to wherever his, like, group of people would be waiting
Everyone's
with.
kind of his people. He'll take you to some other cheer squad members.
I don't feel that we're mosh pit folks.
If you got in there, you'd hurt a lot of people. Walking.
I won't have any experience with it. I don't...
Just
Clink,
elbow
clink,
out.
clink.
You are very ready.
He's on fire,
Yeah.
and I am, yeah, so I feel like we'd probably be good view, good spot to watch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, we'd probably be doing more of the nasty grind in the background.
Yeah, so
than,
what I
like-
imagine is he would kind of throw these curtains open, and he would just like hold his hand out, and kind of like lead you in, like just very gentlemanly, like. Everyone's eyes are on you because
I'm like-
they're all like, yeah,
Salsa music plays.
yeah,
I'm
somehow.
trying to look cool.
That was so good.
Yeah.
I hate myself. Yeah, no, it's someone's playing music. It's not Riot.
I'm ready for a very romantic evening.
Yeah.
That's what I'm prepared for.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's good.
Like, we're going out for a nice romantic date night that we haven't been out
Yeah.
together in a long time.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah,
a
that is
romantic
true.
evening out.
So yeah, you guys find a great seat. He'd give you kind of a. You guys are pretty tall, but he'd kind of get you still up like a little bit higher so you could see the stage and a lot of things going on. He'd be
I've
like,
never
"This is
been
the
to a
best seat."
concert.
You're in for a treat.
It's so romantic, isn't it?
This is one of my favorite bands because they really get how I'm feeling sometimes.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. You're great at expressing your feelings, but to hear it interpreted in another way is going to be great. And I can't wait to hear it. I know it's going to be the sweetest, most innocent,
I need you two to know
music.
he did this awesome poetry thing at like a talent show, and it was like one of
Oh, you were
his
saying
poems.
that? Yeah.
It was one of his poems that was talking about like death and stuff.
War and murder.
War and murder, and
Love
he did
it.
it, and he did a dance to it.
Amazing.
Kind of. What is that called? When
Interpretive dance.
Interpretive dance for it. I just think it's so funny. So a bunch of people trickle in, and then it would kind of be like, if you want to make your grand entrance, or if you just want to like manifest.
I guess she'll show up in the like up
The roost.
where you guys are at.
The roost of the root.
Yeah, she just shows up
It's
behind
so
you.
good.
Eventually, you notice her there,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I would.
and
See
she's just
you.
like, without looking up from her book, she's just like, "Wow, everyone looks great."
I have now bought a Riot t-shirt and have pulled it
I'll tell
over
you
my
guys-
room.
Oh yeah, we have merch.
Finia is there.
You have
She's
a blazer
in
with that
full
over top
gear.
of it.
Finia.
Okay.
Finia is there. She's in full gear. She would have probably been the first one there next to Avery, just like helping and excited and breaking shit. She's very
She's
clumsy. She's a clumsy artificer.
Great. That's why she's an armorer, because you gotta stay protected.
She's so happy to see everyone. She's like, oh my god, everyone looks so great. You look great. You look great. You look great.
As always.
You look great.
She's April Kettner.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's very much everyone's personal cheerleaders.
Love that.
All of the partners kind of give each other greetings to everyone. Xanther's still giving that award-winning smile to just everyone.
It's a long procession to get to our chairs.
Yeah. He has to shake everyone's hand. He talks to everyone. He gives them the time of day, and you're probably like,
We're gonna be politicians, aren't we?
only if you're in Silver Quill.
I don't know. The way these planes are going.
Yeah. So yeah, and then it would kind of like, there's kind of a hush that like falls over. After everyone kind of gets settled, everyone's in. There's a ton of people in that middle circle area that didn't have any chairs or anything to sit on. And you said you wanted Aurora to introduce people.
Yeah, I mean, I think we would probably kind of. I think probably all the lights. They would have gotten some signal, like
Yeah.
like my trunk stuck out from like the green room,
And
and
they
like
were
go
like,
back, and they'll like.
Dim the lights. Everything
yeah.
gets dim. And it's quiet. Like you can obviously hear Witherbloom kind of around you. You can hear insects and snakes and everything else. It'll be quiet for a few seconds. A few people start getting shifty. Maybe people who haven't been to a concert before, they're kind of like, is this a cult?
Yeah. I'm gonna and you're gonna get you'll hear this. I don't know how I just came up with this, but I'm gonna go with it. You're gonna hear like just a very quiet. And every time you guys hear, like in pitch black dark, every time you guys hear the hit of the bumps, you actually see all the tattoos on his body light up.
Oh,
And then there's
okay.
like a pause, and it's kind of lights up again and like comes down, and then you hear. I think the beat probably picks up and like takes off, and
Yeah.
all of a
I
sudden,
think you guys would go into your first song before even introducing.
no introduction. We just
Yeah.
go like right in from darkness to
Yeah.
like lighting up the stage.
So like, all you see is those tattoos illuminate with the beat of that drum, and he does it a few times. It leads right into this song.
It's a hurdy-gurdy, by the way.
It is a
Aurora,
hurdy-gurdy.
Aurora plays a hurdy-gurdy.
I don't know what that is.
It's like those old-timey, like, crank,
Oh my
like, harps.
God.
Yeah.
Medieval something.
Yeah. This is, like, medieval...
Yeah, it
Metal
is
punk.
somehow. These two instruments should not work.
But here they are.
But here they are!
She also gives awesome vocals.
Oh, yeah.
She's just an amazing singer. And their first song,
I have a title for the first song.
thank you so much.
Identity Unleashed.
Identity Unleashed. This is okay. I got a good idea for this. You let
Yeah.
me know if you're in on it.
Yeah.
She goes on to how she kind of got to her identity.
Yeah.
The song will kind of consist of kind of like this is a person I was before, and that person's no good, but then like I found this and I am this, and like, I'm destined for greatness. It's an intense song. It's like, I mean, everyone immediately lights up. They hear this music,
Dungeon punk.
Yeah, basically.
we just, yeah, it is 100% that. People just immediately start beating the shit out of each other respectfully in the pit.
With consent.
Yeah, well, there's a nod beforehand,
I really
and
like
then
the
they go
band
nod,
too.
and then they're like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
It's a bunch of like, the Weightlifter Society Club in there, and
Yeah.
like any of the schools like sport ball team.
Quidditch.
We're legally not allowed to say that. They actually
Quidditch.
they go after hamsters, flying hamsters. But yeah, no, so like just the energy in the room, there's a whole light show going on, and it's kind of your first time seeing a light show other than yourself that Aurora has kind of arranged with some of the Prismari students. So
It probably throws him a little bit.
yeah.
I think it's kind of like you'll probably see like all these kind of sparks of lights fly.
Yeah.
And you'll watch, like when elephants' eyes go like that, you probably see that, and he probably stumbles like a little bit, like he wasn't prepared or like do it. But he gets.
Yeah,
he kinda gets
I would
back in
imagine
the
she would
group.
shoot a look behind her like, told you so. Like, I told you it'd be good.
Yeah.
Doesn't even care that there was a stumble. She's very into this. And yeah, the first song will conclude.
Yeah.
Everyone is just, there's so much energy in this room. If it's your first time being at a concert like this, you probably
I'm
thought it was-
like, I'm like looking over at Xanther. I'm like, I've heard live music before, like in the square where they're begging for money and stuff. I thought that was gonna be more of like
Sweetie.
a quiet thing. This is amazing.
yeah! He's so happy. He thought you were gonna hate it. He's like, yeah!
And I will also be like, do you know who made those fireworks?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, we gotta hang out.
Yeah. No, definitely. I'm glad Aurora listened to me when I said she should include some of this.
Oh, so they know each other too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Xanther knows, like,
Everybody.
everyone. And again, he's very happy to help people, so he's
Got it.
probably like, hey,
Got it.
if you want to make your show even more awesome, add some lights. Add things that go boom. As a Prismari student would, and a Fire Genasi. He's a Fire Genasi Prismari student, so he's like, you know what your show needs?
Explosions.
It needs C4.
Forget what C 1 through 3.
Exactly. We're right to
Right to
4.
there.
Yeah. C18.
Yeah, exactly.
Yikes.
I want this place to be in shambles. Yeah.
Oh, and he's not playing a drum set that's been sized to his body. He's playing
Amazing.
like a regular sized drum set.
I imagine at first they were like, we can give you a drum set for your size, and you were like, no.
No.
I learned on this.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what he
I can't
plays.
do it if it's bigger.
Yeah. He's like straddling both sides of it. It's like
Yeah.
sitting between his
Yeah.
legs.
Might be easier to play at that point.
Exactly.
Do you use your trunk as the base?
Oh yeah, he's
That'll-
got he has a he's got another. He's holding 3 sticks.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
one in his trunk, one in
3-stick
his
style.
Yeah, 3-stick
good.
style. Yeah,
3-stick,
100%.
obviously.
Bass drum is up here then.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bass drum is kind of like over on this side. Where he's like,
Yeah. Takes a lot of maneuvering.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin this by having anyone roll performance checks, so we're just gonna no.
I'll do it. Yeah, 19.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Amazing.
Oh, now I want her to do it. Let's do.
Everybody should know
Could
this
you
is like my first
imagine
real
the
date with a
scandal
person as well,
from the
so.
paper the next day if there was a bad person?
Yeah. That's
I
what
would
I'm like.
literally kill you tonight.
Just salacious.
Aurora would literally kill you tonight.
Everything is great but the drummer. He made that misstep and the whole show is ruined.
Oh, you don't think that's not in the story?
Aurora over your bed. Take it back.
How'd you get in here?
Despite the efforts of
Retraction.
the band. And
Fuck you, I have money. She doesn't. She's abandoned a college student. She has no money. Yeah, so after the song concludes, she would using thaumaturgy, because why would you even use a mic at this point?
Wouldn't need to.
It's a magic school. Would just be like, "What's up, everyone? This is Riot." A bunch of people go, Riot! And I think she'd just keep it short and sweet. Like,
yeah, I think we'd
very...
probably just like play
Yeah.
through the set. I think it's just like a straight through.
Yeah, they don't take any breaks,
Love that.
which is more of
Pay
an
for it.
insane thing to
Yeah.
think about because they're both doing a lot of like strenuous things at this point.
Gotta hydrate.
Every once in a while, a trunk just goes down to like a bucket on the ground.
Andy's never drops a stick either.
I know.
Whoa.
I think Cynthia makes it down to the mosh pit and is like
It's standing still.
levitating around,
Just being
but
bounced
magically
around.
people are avoiding.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
You win
Yes.
the mosh pit. You win.
They're all like, why can't we hit her?
And I think you guys would probably see at like certain points too, like kind of in the roots around him. You like watch him kind of like reach over and touch things, and then you'll see like bioluminescent moss like grow and
Yeah.
then kind
Oh,
of
that's
retract.
fucking
And,
cool.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
I think
Druid
that
craft like just all over the place.
Yeah.
by about like halfway through the show, the shock of like what I'm experiencing has kind of like gotten to like excitement, and
Yeah.
I've just started like dancing with
Xanther,
Xanther, but
yeah.
that dancing is me throwing him as high as I can in the air. And
He
he's, like,
enjoys
an
that.
acrobat. Yeah.
Yeah, he's very much an acrobat, so he loves to be thrown.
What is Lars doing?
Yeah. Mina's dancing, and is gonna try to corral you into dancing.
I will stand at the backside of it. I more enjoy watching her dance.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll put on a show. She'll put on a show. You'll notice that, I will say that, Aurora will throw in different lines to songs, and she's gonna equate someone to the moon, and, like, they're, like...
Like so, lines I haven't heard before?
Yeah.
Interesting.
She's remixing in the middle of her set a little bit. She'll keep beat and everything.
I'm just gonna kind of slowly kind of clock where Cynthia is and see if there's any like connection there
Yeah.
or like
She's literally like skin like the moon. She's
quiet thought. I'm awesome.
wasn't even yet.
I'm glad she wore something revealing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
my
gosh.
Levitates a little higher to be more visible.
The moon rises in the sky.
Exactly.
I just
And from the
if a
east.
light hits you or you like a disco ball, do you give off?
Yes, for sure.
The prism effect.
Yeah. So
God.
if you don't object to it, someone's gonna cast light on you, just like a little bit more brightly. It really offsets because of your black hair and like just like how pale your skin is. It does look a little jarring, especially
Makes it
like
very directional.
yes. Especially because I assume you're wearing black clothes as well, like the leather would be black or yeah, it's very jarring. You're like, oh god, that's kind of bright. Sunglasses down, like shit. Yeah, no, the minute you levitate higher, I mean, Aurora does not break eye line with you. Xanther is absolutely enjoying this. He is using all of his new tricks and flips.
I feel
It
like
sounds
he's
a
like
little
setting himself
painful
on
to hit.
fire a little
He
bit.
is. He's doing magic. He casted fairy fire on himself, so if you try to hit him, it's at advantage.
I try to catch him at advantage.
Yeah, good, yeah. You're catching him easily. Anyone around can kind of hear him hitting the plate armor, though. And it sounds painful, but he's still going, so... Mina's still doing everything she can to just entice and show that she's very interested. What is Avery doing? There's so much to take
Avery
in.
is just trying to just observe and take in, and he just wants to write. This seems like a big event to him now.
Yeah.
It has seemed now. There's like this almost feels like a event of the season sort of thing.
Yeah.
So he is just flying around the roost, being sure to observe as many angles, take as many notes.
Yeah.
He is very busy.
Yeah, you will actually give me a perception check.
Are there any teachers that have shown up to this event?
Not that you can clock.
Okay.
19.
19 is great. You will see, a person.
I see many.
Yeah, it is her. You will see she's Silver Pearl, so you do know her. Rubina Larkingdale.
Do I see her?
Make me a perception check at disadvantage.
No, I don't.
What'd you get?
4.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not.
5. That's not gonna do anything. Oh wait, no, I would have rolled straight because I have advantage on perception checks.
Okay, then yeah.
Can I re-roll?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little better. 14.
14? Yeah, you see her. Okay, ignore the scary thing that you're going to see under this. Potentially. That's Rubina.
I took notice.
Yeah. She looks disgruntled. I'm going to say Aurora also kind of spots her, and there's a mild look of, oof.
I would love to, if I do clock her,
Yeah.
I would love to...
Actually clock her.
Actually punch her in the mouth.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just throw the normal trick that I do, throw the drum wand up in the air,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna subtly cast dancing lights.
Okay.
But I'm gonna place it right underneath her chin, so it uplights her and makes her look like she's
Evil.
yeah.
Do it, yeah.
I just a sickly green, just
Yeah.
right with that. I want the full uplight ring girl. I want to make her look as awful as I can.
Yeah.
Why do we hate her again? Or do we know?
You would not know
The beef?
correct.
Okay.
And I want it to just float, no matter what she does outside
Yeah.
of dispel or whatever.
Yeah.
Just float right underneath her.
Yeah,
face.
you'll do that, and then a really bright light will be taken. Someone just took a photo.
Mm-hmm.
Of the exact moment.
Love it.
And she will actually dispel it.
Okay.
Walk further into the crowd, very angrily now.
Okay.
Aurora will laugh. Kind of middle of singing, kind of give this little
I'll just give her a little wink. Keep going.
In armor, like she means business, or
she'd be wearing she doesn't wear armor. I think she's actually a wizard. So
Yeah, she is a wizard.
yeah. So she's a wizard, so she's not in armor. She is not dressed up.
Okay.
In fact, she's kind of wearing her prim proper silver quill robes. She's got this air about her that is just I'm better than this scene, but I just had to come to see how they were doing. There is not malicious intent that you can see without making checks.
Can I see her well enough to kind of vibe that?
I lit her face up, so
Yeah, you.
probably.
She for a minute looked malicious, but it was because of the light shining under her. But you can make out, and she's. Would she hurt someone potentially? But
Sure.
not unprompted, not in the
Okay.
middle. And I'd say since you go to Silver Quill, you would have, and being on the paper, you would have heard that there's maybe a little bit of beef with her and Riot.
Okay.
A mild beef. You don't know what the details are. It's been actually pretty hush-hush because Riot doesn't talk about it and Rubina doesn't talk about it.
We're finna find out.
Ooh.
We finna find.
Dig deep.
Sing.
Dig deep.
Yeah. Mina could clue you in about it. She's also Silver Quill. So. Yeah, then I'd say unless someone else wants to do anything.
I think eventually, if the mosh pit dies down a bit, because people are
Getting the shit kicked out of them, yeah.
I think as long as it's not taboo to do so, just in full, Witherbloom style, Cynthia will dump out the bones from her
Yes.
It
backpack
absolutely
Yes!
fits in.
and
With
animate
bone reading.
dead, and she's got a couple skeleton dudes
Nice.
Yes!
Yeah.
around and moshing with each other.
Inspiration right there.
Yes!
Go ahead and mark that. Beautiful.
They run up and they hit each other and scatter, and she recasts.
Actually, I'll give for just everything we've seen, everyone, if you don't already have inspiration, just mark that you have it. Just everyone playing into each other is just beautiful, and I really enjoy it, and I want to reward you guys for that. Yeah, no, I'd say you do that. They play a few more songs. There's even requests for an encore.
Yeah, we'll say we play some from our B-sides too.
Yeah.
We'll do everything. And I think probably the final song, it is reminiscent of the first song. There are elements that they've kind of threaded throughout. And probably the last thing is they'll
Riot of the Rod.
they'll arms up in the air, and then somebody in the crowd creates does a create water directly above them, and they
Yeah.
both stand underneath it and just get hosed.
Yeah, absolutely. There's
Just like drenched.
both of them do it. It was probably the best show you guys have ever been to.
Every show like this.
Xander's like, yeah. He's out of breath. He's been thrown up in the air so many times. Like, he's just like, yeah.
The most upbeat.
They're my favorite band. After you guys get drenched in water, the lights stay on for a second, and then they just immediately go out. When the lights do eventually trickle back on, both of you would have made your ways back to probably the green room just to take a minute.
Decompress.
Yeah. From all of the excitement. The show probably, I would give it about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's probably about
max.
as much that they have.
Especially because they play straight through, they don't take any breaks, so that is actually like pushing the limits of human capability. Even though they're both not human, but so yeah, no, the lights come back on. Some people stick around, but a lot of people do start trickling out. There's not like a curfew, but you might get more questions at night about where you're going if you're going places late.
I probably would have informed whoever is running it, like whatever the bouncer is. In my mind, it's a bugbear. It may not
Done.
be.
You want to give the bugbear?
Carl.
Carl. The bugbear.
Yes, Carl's the bugbear.
He's a very
Is that your zombie name?
quiet fellow.
Yeah, but big.
Yeah, huge.
I probably would have informed them to keep everybody else behind. Like, let everybody else leave, but
Yeah.
the compatriots can stay.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna stay for an after party or whatever.
Okay. Does
So that
that
we could
include like
have the
Mina
roots up.
and Xanther
No.
and okay?
Nope.
I would have like reluctantly. I'll walk him out and like reluctantly be like, "I've got
I get
my-
it.
my
I get it.
Thank you. You're so good."
Yeah, he'll
Have
kiss your
fun.
hand,
Have
and just be like, "I'll see you later."
Make out with whoever you want. Just tell me about it later.
I like that this is the relationship with him because
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah. No, you love everybody. Please do.
yeah, he's like, "You're always my favorite."
I mean,
Do you walk Mina out?
Yeah.
She'll give you a kiss on the cheek, and she'll kind of walk with Xanther just because they know each other, and he's gonna walk her home just because he's walking like 12 people home because they're all like, "Oh, are you going home?" And he's like, "I'll walk you there."
I probably would have done one more thing. I
Sure.
probably would have told Carl to kick Avery out, just so that I could go to the door and make a big show of like, no, he's with me.
Ooh, Carl's so confused. Yeah, so what I was gonna say is, do you want to talk to Rubina between the lull of people leaving? And, okay.
Yeah, there's
I'm
like
gonna
everybody
allow-
still hanging out for drinks
Yeah,
for
I'm
a little
gonna.
bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna allow that to happen. So yeah, she's kind of sulking in a corner. She doesn't do it as well as Cynthia, but she's pretty good.
Nobody does.
Yeah, Cynthia's got it down to an art. She's just barely a student.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
maybe it's Graybelline.
Maybe it's
Oh.
Cynthia. Yeah, so yeah, she's standing in the corner. She's
Sure.
sulking.
I will, that's, usually not what one would expect after a performance.
They're all right. Here reporting on it.
As usual.
I see.
It's a little high energy for my taste, but,
I agree. It's just very
noisy.
yes and bad.
It's just noise.
I'm running around the background, like near the pit, where I would assume things got broken, and just like trying to stealthily repair things.
Wait, can you try to mend one of the skeleton's bones? Because when they were ramming into each other, I'm sure they got like knocked to death.
Sure, yeah. I mean, anything
Done.
I see that be broken, like I'm just like trying to be busy because
There
I'm
are
bored.
probably like 20 drumsticks behind the thing that have just been shattered.
Yeah.
I'll
They are-
definitely mend every single one of them,
I
and
love
then
it.
like just give them back. Like,
Yeah.
I'll RP it, but like yeah. But yeah, I'm like walking around, like looking at tables, looking at
Yeah.
chairs, looking at the
Yeah.
stage, just like subtle, trying to be subtle. I'm just like observing.
Yeah. Okay.
Neatly
Are you
bending.
looking for the interaction?
Of the Rubina and...
No.
Avery? Okay.
I'm a busybody, just trying
Gotcha.
to keep busy.
Okay, gotcha. Just
You
wanted to make sure.
You touch Cynthia's bones and you just hear this guttural screech. Like,
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
no, Cynthia's hanging out with Aurora and she's like, wow, that was good.
Holy shit.
The only one allowed in
High
the green room
praise.
is Cynthia.
Yeah, 100%. Cynthia's the only one who's allowed back.
Yeah. Yeah. That was so good. I love it so much. Rubina's gonna...
Actually, if Cynthia came in the green room, I probably would have left.
Okay.
I would have been like, go smoke. Like, I would've just-
just to quickly.
I think things advance.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank.
Yeah.
Fade to black.
Whatever you think happened. They just prayed together.
It was evening prayers.
Evening prayers.
Dun, dun,
You know,
dun.
unless they watch, this comes out before Strahd, so they're not going to get
They won't get it.
until they watch Strahd, and then they'll be like, oh, holy shit.
Oh, wait, this makes sense.
Oh man, I get what they were saying. This is a wizard school. Why are they praying?
Somewhere Rose is like,
I'm so confused about more.
Mechanically,
I hear evening prayers.
I hear biblical evening
Yeah,
prayers.
exactly.
Yeah, so she's kind of huffing like they're fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Something to do on a Friday night.
Yeah, exactly. It's Tuesday. No, I'm kidding.
Would I see this interaction?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm-
I'm sure you're keeping an eye out for Rubina at this point.
I
so.
would probably get what I know her least favorite drink is.
Uh,
Like the cheapest beer.
yeah,
that we
it would
have.
definitely be the cheapest, like watery. It's gross.
And then I'll probably get
Moldy
some like
dishwater.
I don't know,
You know what beer
a
I'm
cup of
thinking
water. And I'll just come over and I'll just like
Combine
with the
them.
trunk, just kind of like put it over. No, I'm not gonna combine them. Put the shitty beer in front of Rubina and a cup of water in front of you and go, thanks for coming. And then just turn around and walk away.
Let's see if she's. Oh, she sucks on her inside. She will pick the drink up and she will take a drink and just.
I will not say anything, but I am surprised she did not see that coming.
Well, I used to know him.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
What do you mean you used to know him?
Well, at one point in time. Are you going with that same backstory?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just wanted to make
Whatever you put down, I'll pick up.
Haha, nice. Anyways, he killed my whole family.
Got it! Hey! Great!
Oh my god, I actually just realized she could totally lie to you and you would still favor.
It was a stampede.
Thank you. Good night.
Shit, that's so funny.
Oh my god.
Stampede! this whole episode is just gonna be us laughing.
Tune in for 4 hours of straight laughing.
Hey, some people might look that up. Right? One of our laughs.
Exactly.
I don't know who would, but they could. Okay, yeah, so she'll say, yeah, we used to know each other. I was in a band with them, but they went a completely wrong direction,
I mean, they certainly went a direction.
and it was wrong.
They certainly made some decisions.
Bad ones.
I'm inclined to agree, but, to each their own.
Yeah,
You hear a
there's
loud clatter as my tool bag like accidentally gets knocked over and I get caught bending things in the corner. Nothing.
nothing. You just
I've
scream nothing.
I've never seen anything be mended in my life.
Yeah.
Not a single time.
Well, sorry you had to cover this. It sucks that Grayson chose you to do this.
I mean, to be fair, it is a social event it's the most social event I've seen in a while.
Well, I suppose I'll see you around campus. Hopefully you don't continue to hang out with these people.
Drops whatever tool I'm holding.
I mean, they're fine. They're fine.
The coolest guy in the school, whatever. Is my boyfriend, is what I meant.
And with that, she'll kind of like stand up from the wall and she'll kind of storm out. And it is at that point that I would have figured you would have informed Carl too.
Yeah, take.
Yeah.
We basically kick everybody out, including Avery.
Yeah.
And that bird, fuck that bird in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one I want last.
Yeah, so you'll watch as this this bugbear comes up to you, and he's actually very soft spoken, so you barely hear him when he says "excuse me." He's like, "Excuse me, excuse me." Yeah, you have to leave right now.
I guess I have to go then. I thought I was staying, but okay.
I'll wait till they get to the door. I'm like,
Carl! He's with me.
and I'm just gonna take my trunk and pick him back up and walk right back into the room.
And Carl is so confused. Carl's just like,
And I'll just set you down and I'll like rub your head with my trunk.
I got you, little buddy.
And just
Thanks,
like,
big buddy.
Do you go back to the green room?
No. I think we're probably all hanging out. I would probably look at Aurora and be like,
Hey, we're gonna take the space for a bit, if that's alright.
Yeah. She'll kind of give this longingly, like, goodbye. And she will leave. Kind of after everyone else, which is not uncommon for her. She often walks alone at night.
Yep.
To do
Did you
damn
use
things.
prestidigitation after?
You can kind of smell that
And
Eldritch
during.
Balm from earlier. It smells way better.
It smells very different from when Xanther and I do evening.
You better be using the Eldritch Balm if you and Zayla are doing evening first.
When Rubina turns around to leave after saying something about these people, can Cynthia just be like right there creeping?
Yes. She will. So as she kind of turns, she'll just go, "Huh!" Jesus. She'll quickly move around you and exit because that kind of freaks her out.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god.
I'll
I
roll
love
up
it.
the rest of my tools in my little leather and be tucking them away. Like, what's up with that bitch?
Carl will kind of nod to you and he'll
I don't know yet.
go away.
Yeah. I'll say,
I'll close up.
Yeah, and you have the whole place to yourself. Everyone has gone home. It's later, so
yeah.
school's tomorrow. No.
So, what's the plan?
Well, I have a key, so we could just walk right in.
Oh. That easy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Can I see the key?
No, it's tucked away into my robes.
Can I try to look for the key?
Yeah, always. Like with Eric's table, just look for it.
19.
Give me a sleight of hand to hide it if that was your intention.
Can I just roll?
Because the key that opens up everything is super interesting.
It
Yeah.
sure is. 13.
You see it.
Cool.
What did you want to do?
Can I just roll insight to see if I believe?
Yeah.
11.
Believe him.
Okay.
Yeah, you see the key. It's actually like sticking out. So like when girls shove things in their bra and you can see the outline of it.
Like in his plumage.
Yes, 100%. It's like right there.
Cool. That was easy.
Yeah. It's pretty easy to spot.
Not as well
Not
as
that-
you might think.
You thought you were good, and then like your feather moved, and it's just right there.
Fucking plumage.
What exactly are we looking for?
What's his name here? I assume for whatever Mugaxor was looking for, Mugatron.
Has anybody found any information out about Murgatroyd?
Murgrax the bitch.
Not yet.
He
Punch.
yeah,
probably has
just-
a permanent record.
Oh, the permanent.
Wait, is Cynthia like worse? We'll get expelled, or is she like I hope we die?
No, she's saying like we could probably look for his permanent record to see if there's any more.
Just more of the vibes of Cynthia. Like if it was like, oh my god, you could do this and die. And is she like the or worse, we could get expelled type of character? Or is she
That's
like
me.
done? We'll die.
No,
I'd rather
she doesn't
die
give a
than be
fuck.
expelled. I'd rather die than be
I get the
expelled.
sense that Cynthia is like the only really high level necromancer in school and thinks that she's special because of it.
Yeah, I'd say yes because after they who should not be named, like a lot of people might have stayed away from it. So I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Teachers
Large
often
just-
seek you out for help.
Do we need to like sneak in, or do we just walk in and be like, we belong here? Because I don't sneak good.
Just gonna act naturally.
What's up?
Lars is just like, should I tell him or just let him go on their adventure?
Oh, here's more information. The whole page.
So Mina did tell me I had her do some investigating. It was 200 years ago that this happened. He would have lived about 75 years, and the info that got him kicked out was redacted. But,
From what she could find out.
yeah.
The specific thing about Mina is if it's considered a secret, she can't find it out, but you guys started enough of a buzz about it when you were in Wilbur Hall that people started talking about it.
Got it.
If this was such a huge event in the school's history, I feel like there should be some kind of like news archives.
Oh, that's a good
Two.
idea.
Yeah, that's next on the list.
After we break into the student records?
Yeah.
You would, I'll give you this being in the newspaper and knowing, like, the records that Grayson keeps. There's stuff dating back prior to him ever being at
Sure.
school.
Dope.
He's his whole family has attended the school and they've all gone into the same thing. They're just a family of
Oh, so this
politicians and
is
news.
legacy.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
He also knows his destiny.
Of course he does.
Not in the way that Aurora
Not
does.
the
He's
same
just
way.
an asshole. He'll buy his way into his destiny if he has to. He doesn't
just
even
know
care.
because I have a big enough checkbook.
Yeah, he's
It's
like,
gonna
I can
be
pay
fun.
for anything, so I can buy this school. He just throws his wallet at it every single time there's a problem.
That's an interesting spell you keep casting.
Yeah, I call it whatever I have in loose change, which is 1,000 gold.
It's called day trading.
All right.
Is there anything
Why
from the
you
journal that I read
checkbook?
that gives me a sense of like the progression of getting closer to like figuring out how to do this and like maybe when it would have happened, where it would have happened?
Sedgemoor. He would have done all of his experiments in Sedgemoor, and even further out in what he references as the Badlands.
Oh.
Oh.
Like where we were
Copyright
just
infringement.
at?
Have we-
You guys were just in Sedgemoor, you were
Farther.
not in the Badlands. The Badlands is further out from Sedgemoor. It's like beyond. It's
Do
a
we know
desert.
anything about the Badlands, or... I'm assuming you said that out loud. I was not.
Yeah. She'll share it out.
Oh, I thought I said
Do
it
we
out loud. I was just
roll
thinking
something
it.
for it, or...
Trying to determine if it would be like, you would all know what the Badlands were. You've heard them reference, and it's kind of been more of a, listen, you can go to Sedgemoor, you can go to the detention bog, but don't go further.
Got it.
Don't go past the barrier, like the literal line in the sand,
Yeah.
because it will be sand.
Yeah.
So,
And a literal line.
yeah, and a literal line. Someone draws a line every single
it's
day.
like bog breaks, sand starts.
Yes.
There's like
a
no...
it is the
big
weirdest
clear
thing. Because
signage.
typically it like meshes into it. So like when you're leaving Witherbloom, the swamp would still kind of come out a little bit into main campus, just a little bit, like vines and stuff.
Now,
Same thing with like Prismari or Lorehold or
Now,
Silverquill or Quandrix.
with what we know about this Murgatroyd, and what we know about this... I'm never going to remember his name, guys.
Murgaxer?
Murgaxer. What we know about him, doing it to people and the land, is there anything that we've studied here, specifically in Witherbloom, about changing, like terraforming? Like if the Badlands are something that was caused by an arcane source, or if it was something that is more natural? I'm happy to roll for it.
No, hold on. Let me see if there is anything about it, or if I get to just make it up.
Wasn't there a war at one time?
Oh, I think I'm wrong about the location. Hold on. Oh no, you can't just give me a map and tell me where things are. No, that made me fucking guess. Where are you? Hold on. Just off campus. Okay, hold on.
Did you get a tattoo though?
And you had one.
It was
No,
It's just like 20 miles off campus. I read it as like it was off Witherbloom because that's the school you studied in.
Let's say it's off Witherbloom.
Yeah,
that's fine.
This is our game. There's 2 other schools that make way more sense for it, but I don't care anymore. Yeah, go ahead and roll. And you want to know specifically if anyone has mentioned anything about magic doing it?
Specifically, the stuff that we studied in Witherbloom about growth, decay, the land, nature,
terraforming.
Yeah, is something like the Badlands caused by something natural, or is it if it's caused by something like somebody stealing the life force from land?
I'd say, given your guys' relationship with Professor Lang, and she kind of wants to know about everything.
Okay.
She would have talked about the Badlands a few times. Again, she's the one who said, like, listen, these things exist, but don't go there because it's super dangerous.
Yeah.
So I imagine, okay. She would have told you guys that it's possible it was caused by magic, but Mergaxer never succeeded to your knowledge, so...
Or hers, anybody's. But
yeah.
It's entirely possible.
It is possible.
Okay.
But not proven.
Okay.
It's one of those things that... Could it have happened? Yes. Is it more likely that this school does weird things and all the magic cast there has to somehow go somewhere sometimes?
Outside of the student records, is there a place where... This is going to sound odd, but just go with me on this. Is there a place where, like, research theses are kept? Like, where the work that... So that would all be in Lorehold.
Lorehold loves history.
But I mean, like, specifically, like, the students' work. Like, what they're doing. Is there, like... When they do their, like, dissertation. And they, like, submit for...
Not that you're aware of.
Okay. I mean, I'm not writing papers.
Professors might keep stuff that they really enjoyed. But, like, technically speaking, you're making magical discoveries most of the time.
Got it.
So instead of writing it all down, it would go into spell books for each individual student.
Got it.
They might become professors of something, and they would then teach that spell. So, like, that's kind of like the methodology. Like, learning how to blight an entire field of weeds. Like, that is probably a spell you could do.
Yeah.
And Witherbloom would excel in it, but, like, who teaches that? It doesn't go in a record somewhere. It belongs to the professor, because, like, that's essentially, like...
Who keeps the lore, essentially.
So, you could try to find a professor from 200 years ago who might have knowledge, but it would be a Witherbloom professor.
Is it possible that there's an old, like, necromancy department that's, like
one guy
down
in, like, a basement somewhere?
Yeah, now it's just, like, piled in a box somewhere and, like, all the old...
You might potentially find it here, where you're going.
Okay. Also, just as a class feature, necromancers get Grim Harvest, which allows you to extract HP from things that you kill. I'm guessing...
Who are you killing?
Enemies.
Cool.
Don't worry about it.
I'm guessing what he was doing was
know.
a more intense version of that, like actually stealing permanent life force.
Yeah.
But since I know about that, do I understand the magic behind it a bit more, I guess I would say?
You can understand the theory behind it. If you can do this, could you do this?
Yeah.
Kind of gets your train of thought going of, like, if I can steal potential health, I could steal life. But it's how you harvest it. I'd give you would know actually a little more about this topic than a lot of people. I've never had a necromancer play Strixhaven, and it's kind of, like, underdone because of who the BBG is. So, like, you can kind of, like, from reading the journal and from just knowing what you know and being in the school, you're kind of putting it together that what Mergaxer's train of thought was this. I can take health, I can become better by doing these things if I'm sick or something, or if I'm not feeling well, or if I'm getting old, but can I essentially steal enough life to never have to worry about becoming old?
Okay.
Would be his train of thought. The theory behind it, like the actual practicality of it, you can make an Arcana check.
Okay.
And see if it's some beefed up spell.
27.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, thank you. You've heard of, you don't know the spell's name, but You've heard of something that can do this.
Is it? I'm kind of thinking it would be something where like wizards are purely like they learn mortal magic from books that people have invented. Is this like it would have to go beyond that and need the intervention of what would essentially be his patron?
Yeah. Yeah, he would have made a promise somewhere along the way.
Okay, yeah. So it's like she can imagine how it would be done, but it's not something that like mere mortals can do, basically.
Yes. Yeah, it's it would involve something else. And your theories about him being a warlock are probably, you know now that they're dead on. He made a promise, he made a pact somewhere along the way, and maybe he won, maybe he didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so we're gonna go look in these archives. There are two professors here that might know more. Dean Valentin and the big tree. What was her name?
Lang?
Willow Dusk.
Willow Dusk.
They might know more.
After we poke around in here, we can confer with this
Valentin's good.
professors, as well as check the paper archives.
Yeah.
And not that Cynthia's one to care, but how against the rules is what we're doing? How punishable?
Enough.
I might have
Not
to.
if we get results.
What do we think? That is certainly how she sees it.
Yeah.
You want like risk assessment?
Yes.
You're not going to get expelled. In fact, most of you are kind of the more shiftier, I want to find out information nature.
She said
So they would know that it's not in a malicious way that you're doing this. And again, you would all have professors who really support you, like Professor Lang,
Yeah.
like adores you too. So like, she would probably come and say, "I was having them do something," like
Yeah.
maybe like something like that. We'll
Okay.
we'll play it as it goes, but it wouldn't get you expelled. It might get you detention.
Okay.
I might have to flip ahead to that chapter.
Okay.
I'm hoping that Cynthia's lack of ever showing any interest in like making infernal deals or something makes it clear that she is interested in this from an academic standpoint
Yeah.
and not a like
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. It's getting a little scary because like they can draw like a similarity thing, like ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, you might get a little close to the heat, but it's all right.
Alright. Shall we do this?
I think we should.
All right. So I kind of established that this place would be kind of at the top of Widdershan's Hall.
Okay.
Do we walk by any professors' offices on the way up here?
Yeah, there would be offices. They're all. It's night.
And it's like dark. There's like nobody here.
Yeah. There's no one here. Everyone stays kind of in trees on Witherbloom. So think of like an elven city in the trees, or maybe they're down under like.
If we
trees.
pass Dean Valentin's office,
You
I would want
will.
I would want to take a peek in just to see if he's in there.
So there is a light on. You can see a light coming from the candlelit,
Okay.
coming from under the door.
Okay.
You know he keeps wears hours being
Yeah.
from Witherbloom.
Yeah.
He's not there in the daytime, that's for sure.
Okay.
So this is his time. He is there.
These are his office hours.
Yeah, these are his office hours.
Okay.
Okay. You can hear some low murmuring, like maybe he's talking to someone.
Okay.
I'll say to you guys, I'll catch up. Go on ahead.
And I just want to listen. I don't want to.
Yeah, give me perception.
With my big elephant ears. 12.
Okay. You can pick up. Not him.
you hear the Friends theme.
No one told you life was gonna be
Trump,
Trump.
Boom, 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 boom.
Before we disembark, I would probably walk up to you separately and be like, I picked up your drumsticks, and you'll notice that they're like even further improved to your left. Like, not just, like, the heads are repaired, everything's, like, lit up. I
Nice.
found them on the ground. They were just sitting there. I figured
Just
they
like
looked...
that. I did not put them on the ground that way.
No, it looked like they were, like, perfectly good drum ones just discarded, and I knew you must have just forgotten to grab them.
Oh, thank
So I
you.
grabbed them. Here.
And I'm gonna put them in my drum wand bucket that I keep by the drumsticks. Amazing. Amazing.
All right.
Okay. You will hear Tavash. He is one of the other professors. He's Witherbloom Professor of Decay. And you can kind of hear him, like, bitching about some students. Like,
Okay.
he's like, they have no respect for what I do. They all assume I'm evil just because of my research.
Got it.
He's
The common stuff that he always talks about.
every single class.
Okay.
No one appreciates him. He deserves more.
No
Why does
respect.
everyone like Lang?
Respect.
Why does everyone like Lang more than me? You cannot pick up what Valentin is saying, but you
Okay.
can hear the like notes of, okay,
Sure.
I understand.
Sure.
You can feel the eye roll from the other side of the
Awesome.
door.
Okay.
Um,
I'll catch up with everybody. I'm not gonna.
okay,
disturb
I was
this
gonna ask how
conversation.
long you stay.
No. Once I hear it's just that conversation, I probably just take off.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's not unreasonable for you to be there after a show.
Okay.
They would know.
Okay.
He can hear you perfectly if he opens his window.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he can hear your band, so.
For that one.
Yeah, so you guys make it all the way up to the top of the tree, and there is 2 double doors. Very unassuming. There are no knobs to these doors. There is nothing. It's just 2 flat doors.
You're up, chicken.
I will,
He did not show you how to use this key card.
I'm gonna look for a slaughter. Press it against
Between
the
the
door.
doors. Yeah, it's a credit card. And just ding ding. Okay, so
Maybe it's
You-
like we just stride into it confidently and I'll
Yeah.
just walk directly
you
into the door.
put it up. You're like, all right, here, and
Really good at
nothing happens.
Maybe I should have asked for instructions.
Yeah, probably.
Have we seen anybody use key cards like this?
History check.
I'll help him because I'm out all night skulking and mending things. So I might know.
21.
Perfect.
28 on a natural.
Okay.
What is it? 28. Natural.
Yeah. You both. This is super common in Witherbloom because of the water in the swamp and stuff. Just everyone loses their keys.
Yeah.
So typically key cards are kept like inside, and they typically just open. And the trick is just to like you have the key card, you can walk in.
Okay, yeah, I would just try to walk in.
I look over. We watch you struggling with this, and I'm gonna look over at Cynthia's like,
Do you want to tell him, or should I? Or just watch him figure it out?
Let's just give it a minute.
So you keep going in like different directions. You try to swipe it through the doors.
Eventually, Cynthia will float over and just be like,
And the door will open.
just go. Just go.
just
How'd
go,
you
just
do
go.
that?
They should do that elsewhere too. Yes. Noted. And I walk through.
Yeah. It is, you guys know that scene in that one movie that we're not allowed to name because copyright, but it's like
Yeah.
filing cabinet after filing cabinet
Yep.
after filing. Yeah, that's it. It's literally just so much.
The Hall of
It's Witherbloom, so
something.
everything kind of has this earthy scent when you walk in. You kind of get hit with it. It's built into the actual tree.
I'd love to actually stay outside the door,
Okay.
and keep watch.
Yeah, very good.
That's what I would like to do.
Very good, because your steps are not very quiet.
Yep.
And someone heard plate mail.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
And I'm gonna do it with listening.
Okay.
So that's what I'm, because I don't have dark vision. So this is all
Yeah.
noise based. I got a 21. So
Okay.
whatever, that is my perception check for standing watch.
Sure.
All of you
Perfect.
guys. Find
Yeah.
your
Crunch,
shit.
crunch, crunch.
So, anyone looking for these specific things, give me investigation. You're looking...
Gosh, we are looking for
Murgatroyd.
Murgatron.
very quietly from
We are looking
Cynthia
for
Mergaxer.
any of his I guess, sort of held over research that he may have given his professor.
So you're specifically looking for that. Is anyone looking for his file?
Yeah,
I got a natural 24.
Amazing.
Actually, I'm going to look. If they're looking for his record, I'm going to look for like a stash of like old necromancy.
Sure.
Stuff.
Yeah. What'd you get?
19.
19. And then
I can help somebody.
highest
I'll
was
help.
nat 24.
I'll help the owl.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Okay.
You wouldn't really
Yeah,
let him help
I
you.
would say with you and Lars and them, you guys are all looking for the same thing. You guys find it easy enough. You go 4 rows back, and it's like literally 200 years ago. Is the label of it. And you'd have to do alphabetical. So you get to
Chronological.
M eventually, and then you sort through, and you find his file. 19 is good enough that you see kind of like. The place is organized for the most part, and then there's like a door, what you would assume would be like a coat closet or something, and you open that, and there is like a few boxes of stuff. They're not labeled, but going through a few of them, you would find old necromancy stuff.
Okay.
Some bones. Some books.
She speed reads as much as she can.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Cynthia, we're trying to do research.
So you can't see in the dark.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Okay. And you're listening, and to listen, you got a 21. Awesome.
And smell. Like that's how I would do
It
perception
smells
checks.
pretty earthy there.
It smells like a zoo.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
I would imagine there's lots of like patchouli and
Yeah.
Vanilla.
moss.
Yeah, and vanilla bean.
Some jade.
Especially right now. Yeah, I'll give you this. You'll hear a door slam, but you assume Valentin, you assume,
Okay.
Tavash has stormed out from not getting the answers he wants or whatever. And all is very quiet. Not eerily. You can definitely hear them in the other room.
Yeah.
Slinging filing cabinets open.
Love it.
There's one that kind of wobbles a little bit, so like it makes noise just as you open it.
Don't worry, not for long.
I'm actually gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay. That's.
Did we short rest at any time before?
You guys had long rested technically.
Okay.
So if you haven't, when you guys were all getting ready for the party, I assumed
Okay.
there would have been enough time between like not fighting and doing this that like.
Sweet, yeah. The way that I'm helping investigate is by shoring up all the shelves and like mending as they go, so they can focus on, not have to focus as much on safety and focus all on research. That's how
You're
I
a
am
squeaky
helping.
drawer, and there you are with an oil can.
Exactly.
So invisible
levels.
listening.
Shimmer.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
just looking up a stat block really fast.
Book. Don't need one.
Oh, that's not it. I hate looking up things for this because it literally like comes up with Magic the Gathering, and I know they did a thing, and I hate this.
I know, it's very frustrating.
Look, I'm just trying to find one simple stat, and you're
Being a meaty head.
mean jerk face.
Big old meaty head.
On me for not typing in the words D&D.
I was just tweaking my spellbook.
You're fine. Okay. I was gonna say that you actually didn't see him before you did that, so. Cool. No doubt.
No doubt. So what are we looking for on the inside of the?
They're looking for
Or
the
what are you
fire.
guys-
Yeah, you guys found it.
So the file.
and then-
you're looking for.
And
necromancy?
also,
Yeah.
I'd say, Cynthia, you
Which
could
will be-
take that box.
Okay.
You could take the things you wanted out of it. You wouldn't have to just, like, pick and choose.
Doesn't want it.
If
Yeah,
anything
most-
in there looks broken, Cynthia, leave it to me. I'll have the mender fix it for you.
I know him. I can put in a good word.
I know a guy.
You need the midnight mender.
Yeah.
Wow.
His nickname's the Mender.
Oh.
Midnight Mender
I
is
think
now
there's
the
gonna
Mender.
start to be a new. I'm gonna have to make a like a ring. Yeah, I'm getting a signet ring
Oh, nice.
with MM on it.
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
For
What?
for your name.
You will, Connie, you will hear a very smooth voice kind of say, casting that is a bit too late. Valentin.
To me?
Yeah. You can't see him, but he is looking right at you.
Oh, I think I got I'm sleepwalking again.
Deception right now!
And sleep casting.
Shit. Hold on. I literally. What'd you get?
Me first.
Hold on, I gotta add things. Uh, 24.
7.
Oh!
Nailed it.
Doesn't make you feel better that it wasn't a nat 24?
No, it doesn't.
It actually makes that worse. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, he sees right through the bullshit.
I'll drop it.
Yeah.
I'll drop it over there. I'm sorry. I'll just, you know, was looking for a midnight snack and I got a little lost.
I understand looking for midnight snacks. You're talking to a fucking vampire.
Well, could you escort me to where I can find a snack?
I'd say everyone could hear the voices. What does everyone want to do?
Yeah, I'm talking loud enough so that
Yeah.
they can hear me on the inside.
I'm not actually looking for anything. I'm just busying myself like I always do. So I would probably like
Immediately freeze on mending.
yeah, like start quietly wrapping up my last men. Like
How
he's
big is the
doing
closet?
something's happening.
The closet? It's big enough for what you guys have.
I might just motion everyone to come over to this closet that I'm in.
I will run over to the closet.
I was probably gonna go and just make sure that Connie is legit. Like I'm just gonna walk up and be like trying to be cool and just see like what's going on.
So the door is closed, so you'd have to open the door.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, if you're saying it loudly enough, I probably would have gone up there to open the door.
I'm saying it loudly enough in an attempt to tell you that there's somebody else
Give
outside.
an insight.
Okay.
Let's see if you can
Yeah.
pick up what he's putting down.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like you're gonna be on the same page as him.
Insight.
Anyone can insight to pick up what
19.
Connie's putting down. You pick up what he's putting down, it means hide.
Oh.
The reason he's talking so loud is...
It's like I'm trying to get Valentin away from this place.
Crunch.
so loud.
I'll just like the best thing I know I can do is just like hold still and hope the door does not open.
What are you doing? Are you going over to the closet?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'd say, you guys make it over there. Do you shut the closet door?
Yes, and I'm going to cast Silence. It's on the wizard list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Silence.
On the whole room?
I think I can choose an aura, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can make it like an area.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to cover as much of the closet as I can.
I'd say you're close enough to the closet that you would be considered in that bubble if you
Okay.
wanted to move as quickly as possible.
Knowing like that something like that would happen because I'm smart. Once I feel like I'm good, I'll just start to.
Yeah,
Crunch,
it's a
crunch, crunch,
tight
crunch, crunch,
squeeze
crunch.
at this point. With you all in there, if I remember silence correctly, can't hear anything.
Yeah.
And no one can say anything, so spells can't be cast after this
Right,
point.
yeah.
So then we'll flip back to the hallway, and he will kind of say, "You're familiar with this campus. I would assume you would know where you could go get a midnight snack, as do I.
Yeah, I do. I'm just...
What are you, why are you standing in front of this door?"
Well, Professor, I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's a dean.
Dean.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
say professor.
Yeah.
Everybody's professor.
Okay, it's the honorific. It's like, yes, chef, okay?
Yes, everybody. Yes, professor. I'll say. What other doors are around us? It's just this one.
there'd be like a supply closet door and maybe a bathroom up there or something.
Honestly, Professor, I got a bad mark on one of my tests, and I was trying to change it.
Deception.
Hope it's
You
better.
might win.
Natural 20.
Yeah, okay. I got a 7 this time around, so like, well, I
Natural
rolled a
20.
7, but he's got pretty high. Yeah, he'll go, we've all been there.
I'll be going now. By the way...
No, let's change your test. It'll be in here.
Really?
Yeah, we've all been there.
Let's do it!
Yeah, he'll open the door.
And I like say that as loud as I can. Like,
Let's come
Can
in!
you
We
guys hear
can't hear
him?
you.
silence. I'm pretty sure it like silences everything.
Yeah.
I be
How
getting in
big
the-
is the radius for silence,
I
do you
think
know?
it's a 10-foot radius or something.
Yeah, okay, so just on the closet.
Can I be like closing the door
24
just as soon as it like?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how close we're cutting this. Cool. So, yeah, he opens the door and he motions for you to go in ahead of him.
Within or past. And because my name begins with C and Murgatroyd's begins with M,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that I am taking them away from leading him.
Yeah,
away
you would go
from-
in kind of the opposite direction because you're a current student.
Correct.
And they were
correct,
200
correct.
years, so yeah. So
And-
he'll walk right to it.
I'm gonna like pretend like I don't know where the because I'm assuming I've done this before. I'm gonna like
Oh, where are the current student records? This is...
Yeah.
Over there.
like
Yeah, and he'll calmly walk over there. He'll pull open your file. Are you actually? I wouldn't imagine you're a bad student actually. Who has any bad grades?
He's probably a fine student. He's
Oh,
probably
okay,
like,
so there's probably one or two that could be.
that could be judged.
And he'll be flipping through, and he'll be like, "These are honestly good scores. Which one were you thinking of?"
Herbology. It's not really my thing. I tend to eat the plants.
Yeah, been there.
It's just the second nature, and like I forget, and then all of a sudden they're dead.
They're dead! They're in my mouth!
They're dead and the walls are melting.
I'm gonna say, technically, I think Professor Lang.
Yeah, she's the one who teaches that class.
Yeah.
Yikes!
She's been giving me after-hour tutor lessons, and I'm getting a little better. I wanna show her I'm doing a good job, and you know, I'm just dumb elephant.
Deception.
Fuck.
Yeah, I already rolled mine.
No. 2.
An elephant never forgets.
Yeah, 2 is not gonna do it. He'll kind of. How do I want to play this guy? Hold
I am peeking.
on. Okay. Yeah. They have their backs towards you. So you see a.
I
really-
definitely would have positioned myself
to block the door
not to block the door, but to pull his focus
away from it.
away from it.
Cool. So you're
So
kind of on
his
the other
back,
side.
his back would be
Yeah.
to wherever they are.
I gotcha. No, I got it. I'm imagining
is.
this fake room. It doesn't exist at all. Yeah,
It
so
exists.
it's in there. He'll kind
The
of
guy we're tracking down.
Megaxer.
Megaxer.
He'll just kind of take note of that and be like, "Really? That's not what she's told me."
I have a crush on her. I'm sorry.
The wildest thing! Oh
I
my
want
god!
to get perfect grades so I can impress her.
Just digging it deeper.
Yep! Oh, 18!
You barely win. He'll. Wow. I mean, she's an amazing professor.
That's just great.
Yeah, I can understand.
The best.
Yeah. So do you want to change all of them, or is that 2 out of the...
Let's change them all!
All of them, right? Make you... Yeah, he will sit there and he'll change.
This
kind
dude
of
is
all-
awesome!
He's definitely not a morally good dean.
You'll probably watch, what the fuck is my name? Connie stretch for a second, and then you'll see his trunk when he notices, like, the head focused on the test. You'll watch his trunk just go, like, point towards the door.
Yeah.
We could. We have a huge bonus to stealth right now. So silence.
Does it move
Does
with
it
you?
move?
I think so.
If you cast on an object, it does.
Yeah, I
Put it
could
on
have
me
casted
for the
it
love of
on
God.
my spellbook.
You did. You casted it on your spellbook. Cool, yeah, you guys could... You could relatively leave. If you want to. Except no noise.
And I'm going to follow the porcelain doll after that.
I'm gonna stay as close to you as I can because, like, if you could, you can see how loud I would normally be. It's like crunch, crunch, just so loud, and my tools are jangling everywhere. So, like, if the silence dropped, everybody would be deafened.
The door just opens. She floats out silently.
Right, she floats. I love it. Okay, yeah. You don't make any noise anyways. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna... That's canon now.
After I see them leave the room, I said, I'll, and we're just fixing all of these scores. I'd like to take one more moment to just say to him,
Professor, what do you know about Mergaxer?
Let's see the poker face. It's bad. He'll continue fixing and be like, it's not a name I've heard in quite some time. Why?
How long?
Time is hard, but it's been about 200 years, give or take a few.
There are rumors going around that, a book of his has resurfaced.
That pesky journal.
Oh, you're familiar with it?
I am. He took it everywhere with him. He wouldn't stop writing in it.
What was he working on?
He wanted immortal life. I offered him it a few times, but he declined.
Why was he searching for immortal life?
Oh, power?
Is it possible he found it?
No.
insight check.
Oh man, I don't know what that is. I memorized one of them. Please hold.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
14.
Hold on. Help if I look at the correct one. Yeah, he believes he's telling the truth.
If we wanted to...
The inside check was okay enough. He doesn't think much of Mergaxer.
Okay.
He'll give you a fishing line and say, I was his professor before I became a dean. He showed some promise, but not as much promise as some of the other students here to this day.
And, thank you.
As he's changing his seat. He's like, yeah, it's you.
I'll say,
What was he expelled for?
Oh, well, he tried to sacrifice, 30 people. Almost succeeded.
Where did that happen?
Oh.
So I can avoid it and not inspect it in any way.
Deception! Oh, that's gonna be... What'd you get?
10.
Ooh, he beat you. You're absolutely gonna go inspect it. He actually enjoys that, though. He'll give you, he'll say, well, you would have to go a little bit closer to the Badlands than you would. You have to leave Sedgemoor. Essentially, almost the school.
Any particular direction?
I love this dean.
It literally kind of says in him that, he just experiments on, anything.
Okay.
And Lisette hates him for it, but she uses his findings for her research.
Sure.
So she's kind of like, alright, you're morally...
So he's looking at me as an experiment to see what happens.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Case
Yeah.
study.
Yeah, 100% he wants to know if he'll live or die.
Cool.
Because he's changing your, C's to A's again.
Sure.
You'd have to go east out of Sedgemoor, into the Badlands, which you would know is a desert. And he would tell you that there is what he believed was a cave, He'll kind of go, I personally wasn't involved in the mission as it was during the day.
Who was involved?
Oh, who was it back then?
Am I asking all the right questions? Is there
Yeah,
anything else
pretty
we
good.
want to ask?
Seem like good questions to me.
He'll say, Willow Dusk was there. That's because you gave it to me. Who else do I know?
I don't know if anybody else is old enough.
The Lorehold one,
Yeah.
the elephant.
The problem is there are humans. There's a lot of humans.
There's a stone giant.
There's also other things.
But Willow Dusk is a good place to start.
Uh,
They might have more information.
He will say, don't Genasi have a longer lifespan?
Well, they have human lifespans.
Do they?
I think so, yeah.
Where's Mari?
Oscar is a stone giant.
He'll say, fuck.
Would this have been something that, and this is a question for you, is this something that just the College of Witherbloom would have handled? Or like all of the professors would have gotten together and be like, this frog dude is trying to kill people?
You know what? He will give another name. I just have to find it.
You're so funny.
The Loxodon is Lord Shield.
No, he
No,
will
that's
say,
that's an elephant,
Yeah, Loxodons live for like a couple hundred years. They can.
he'll
live a
actually
couple
say it
hundred
was
years, but-
overseen by, Beladros.
Do I know who that is?
Yes. She's the founder dragon for Witherbloom. She did not participate, but she essentially
Oversaw it.
swooped in and said, stop him or else.
Got it.
And
Got
so
it.
they went,
Got it. Okay.
I suppose. And then there's a name that I have to find. Nope, almost there. One more. Jadzi.
Yahtzee.
Don't know who that is.
Jadzi is the current Oracle of Strixhaven.
The Oracle.
Yeah, so oracles are wise and accomplished mage. They are tasked by founder dragons to ensure that the magic of Strixhaven is used to help others and not twisted to evil ends.
Got it.
So, the one who holds the mantle of the oracle must not only understand the fundamental truths of magic, but also possess impeccable wisdom and unshakable virtue. It's an elderly human. The current oracle is an elderly human named Jadzi. He graduated from Quandrix.
Loser.
She
Looks just like Emma Thompson.
has since expanded her studies to encompass all disciplines of spellcasting, tempering the mathematical abstractions she wielded at Strixhaven with benevolent divination, and returned to the basics of magic itself.
Nerd.
It's her thing.
Nerd. She's an arc.
Yeah. So, and she's older than what she should be.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe that.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. Well, Professor, thank you for the help, the guidance.
He will say, I just want one thing from you.
Your boy.
Okay.
Yeah, he will. He'll hold out a cup and just say, just a few drops of blood in there.
For what?
You know this about him. He uses blood as a divination, so he can learn certain things. It
Okay.
is not atypical for him to ask.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just like on one of the corners of the like flanged mace that I have. I'll
Yeah.
just slice my hand open.
I was gonna say he could have just taken it from you with the nat 20 stealth.
I don't like that. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I'm just gonna give it to him.
Just put a tap in you.
That's right in my throat.
Yeah.
I'll 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Is that
Yeah.
sufficient?
Yeah, that's enough.
I rolled a d4.
Yeah, he just needs a shot.
Just needs a
Just a
little
shot.
bump.
And he'll say, I assume you can find your way out perfectly fine the way your friends found their way out?
Well, I'm a loner. I have no friends.
Aurora begs to differ.
We are colleagues and bandmates. That is above. I'm gonna go, and I just take off.
I'm gonna get
That's hysterical.
I'm out.
What's that professor's name?
That was Valentin, Dean of the Vein. He is an ancient vampire. Well, sorry. Dean Valentin is ancient and drinks the blood of living creatures throughout the bayou. Valentin is a sangromancer. He receives visions from the blood he consumes, which he uses to learn things about a creature or a place. So he typically goes after the creatures in the
Bayou.
Yeah.
When I see Connie next, and I see that he has an open wound,
Yeah.
I'll just be like, did you give Valentin your blood?
I did.
Just
Get in
here,
here. It's cold up there.
hold her.
That's hysterical. Okay, so the file. I assume everyone would meet in a specific place.
I think we go back to the Cellar, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
Cellar?
sense.
Yeah, you guys easily make it back there if they're close. And this is what you're gonna learn. And I'll wait for who's taking notes right now. Is it
Lars?
Lars is the only one taking notes. All right. Murgaxer is a bullywug who attended Strixhaven 200 years ago. He was a member of Witherbloom College, but there are no records of him participating in any activities or working on campus.
So he did not do any work studies. He did not
According to the
participate.
file, though.
Correct. He's mean-spirited, egotistical spellcaster. He was censured repeatedly for disregarding safety protocols, hexing and cursing peers, and using harmful magic while on campus.
This guy sounds like a dick.
There's a guy going around here and putting poison ivy on people.
That guy's a dick too.
That guy
Yeah.
is a dick.
Let me know when you're ready for me to continue.
Go ahead.
Cool. University officials believed Murgaxer, so you would see these notes written by different professors, ones
Okay.
you're not aware of, and you see a few maybe from Valentin. It's probably the mean-spirited, egotistical spellcaster comment, but university officials believe Murgaxer began his illicit experiments with life-draining magic shortly after he enrolled as a student.
So it's like he enrolled here and then immediately was like, I'm gonna live forever.
I'm gonna become evil. Yeah.
Jesus.
Almost like he was evil before
He
he got
was
here.
expelled
Yeah, or he
in
was
his
bullied.
third year.
Obviously not enough.
For using life-draining magic when it resulted in another student's death.
Oh, so somebody did die.
Someone did die.
Okay. Is there a name attached to that?
No name. Redacted.
So that's redacted as well.
Yeah.
Was it
Murgaxer
you?
fled before he could be handed over to authorities.
It's Cynthia.
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 She's actually a ghost, and she's going to get revenge.
You're
That's-
floating.
That's
I mean,
a TV plot. For a few years after his expulsion, Murgaxer was reportedly sighted around the outskirts of campus, specifically in Sedgemoor in the detention bog. Authorities believe... I sound like I'm a newscaster right now.
That's all right.
Authorities believed something about those locations enhanced his magic, but he was never caught. Sightings soon stopped and no further evidence of Murgaxer's presence was found. Officials assumed he was dead and struck Murgaxer's... Holy fuck. Struck Murgaxer from Strixhaven's records as they considered him a blot on the university's reputation.
Oh, Jesus. If they're willing to cover up for something like this,
Vision
what
of
else are they
history.
covering up?
Not okay.
Oh god, this is where we break the system. Nice. I knew it.
are we starting the revolution?
We
Yeah.
might be.
Let's
Is-
fucking go.
So I just want to make sure I heard this correctly. He enrolled, immediately was a dick.
Yeah.
Started, immediately researching life-taking. Did they give us a school of... Oh, no, he was a warlock.
Was a warlock.
Is there a patron associated to him? So nobody knows who he's reporting to.
Did he start out as a warlock? Does it make it seem like he was studying to be a wizard or something?
Did he fail out and pretend to be a wizard?
That's what I'm thinking.
He, in his third year, he was expelled, so he did not fail out.
Oh, it's his third
His
year.
his school records are in there. He got good grades, especially in classes where it talks about especially in all the Witherbloom classes where you would talk about life and death and all of that stuff.
But to Cynthia's point was he enrolling as a wizard or was he enrolling
No.
as a warlock?
No, he was not enrolling as a wizard.
Okay.
Let's make this fun. Undeclared. High or
Liberal
low?
arts.
Oh, what?
High or low?
Hi.
High? There, what you can tell used to be a patron name. But it has since been scrubbed out. Can't see it.
That's sus.
A lot of important information has been taken away. The idea, again, is he's a blot on the university's record, and they don't want students who are...
Can I hold it up to the light and see if I can get
Both
something?
sides.
Both sides have been...
Can I use? I'll be like, let me. Can I see the book? Can I try to mend, like, and see if I can't correct what was changed? I don't know if that cantrip is strong enough for that. But
Doesn't mend...
It's broken. It
Doesn't-
specifically has to be broken, I think,
Yeah.
for mending.
Well, and mending doesn't bring words back.
No.
Mending just repairs the paper.
Right.
It, like, repairs the material.
No, yeah, okay. So the thing is there is one person... Well, there's technically two people, but if you can find a dragon, then you win the lottery.
we have a dragon.
I'm not saying it's impossible.
But we might be able to find...
We have a dragon.
A
We've got
Dragon.
a dragon.
We have a dragon.
We have a dragon.
He has a dragon. She has a
You
dragon.
got-
He's a dragon.
You've got a dragon? We haven't seen this dragon.
yeah.
Not yet.
I beat his dragon up.
We know there's one person that could put this back right.
You know,
Who
one
might
person
have information.
who
Willow Dusk might know something about it. And the Oracle might know something about it.
Oracle would definitely know something about it.
Who?
The Oracle.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are there resources that we can go to get higher level spells cast than what we have access to?
Yeah. There's
Since high
a.
level divinations.
Would that be the
There would be
Oracle?
a. Well. So the way it kind of works is you can do favors for professors who could potentially give you what you want. If you go, hey, do you need anything done? Because I'm looking for this, and I'm hoping I can do something for you to get this. You essentially go on.
Like a side quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder who
Yeah.
would do things for the professors on the side.
We all love side quests.
Never.
You
I
could
would
go
never
to
do that.
the magic shop on campus. They could have something. I mean, people work there. So, you could ask.
Legend lore.
It's a good
Oh,
spell. Yeah.
shit.
It's a 5th level.
So we can't tap it yet.
Yeah, I'm just below.
There's a lot of options for you to do. Your best bet would be to go to Lorehold, because while none of them were alive for him, they all study history. So Augusta Tullis is one of the deans. She's the dean of order. Plarg is the dean of chaos, and someone here likes Plarg a lot. He is a chaotic good orc.
I'm kind of thinking like an upperclassman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
My thoughts are, can we get Xanther's knowledge? Like, can I hit my boy up and be like, do you know any Lorehold guys that have been here for years that might be able to help us with this spell, babe?
Yeah.
You could.
Since it's just a 5th level
Yeah.
divination, it's probably,
Yeah.
you know.
You can find an upperclassman to cast that easy.
I would be like, I want to find somebody that would be like,
Cool.
I don't like breaking the rules, but we're doing it for the betterment of the school, babe, and like,
The thing is you don't even have to talk him into it.
I'm saying yes.
Yeah, he's
Say
literally
less.
like, yeah, no. The minute you said, do I know a guy? I know so many guys. Whatever you need, babe, I got you.
Faith,
I know all of the guys. Yeah.
Is it plumber?
biblically.
How do you think you get all
Fine
the
with me.
favors?
Yeah.
You know?
So I think this is a.
I could provide the spell components.
Okay. I was gonna say whatever you needed for spell components, you would have collected today.
Yeah.
And she would have given back to you pretty much. She just wanted like 2 things. I was gonna say this would be kind of a good place to end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will conclude today's curriculum. Thank you for attending. If you haven't subscribed to Crit Eating Grin, what are you waiting for? Press the bell button so you're not late for class, and Mage Hand a thumbs up on this video. Until next time, class dismissed.
Bye.